Okay, no more.
Go around.
Listen,
it's
so I just
thinking,
went live.
John.
I don't care. We're going now, so they're hearing all of this. This is what was happening because you
This is
guys
what
are
you're in
silly
passport.
gooses. Okay, I say, does anybody have any questions? And then just as I'm about to hit the transition button to like start casting, Radajon does a little troll because John he's a turkey. But anyways, we're back. Whispers from the Mist, session 22, Against the Shadow. Last session, they murdered a poor, innocent man in his basement for no reason whatsoever. And you're in the basement.
Tried to eat my face, I'm pretty sure.
No, that never happened. It was a completely and absolutely innocent individual who deserved none of that. I will let you know that it does appear as though the Friday game is trying to, as the youth might still be saying, wheeze on your juice or steal your gimmick, as they are vomiting quite a bit. So I just want to make sure you folks know to step your game up. With that being said...
Those rat
Well,
bastards.
Yeah, they're stealing our stick.
They're stealing our shit. With that, I'll leave it to you. Just tell me where you want to go. I know we discussed it 2 weeks ago, but I'm 100% certain that's already been forgotten, not only by you, but also by me.
No,
So
we're opening all the doors down here.
I'm just gonna give you the simple
The top one first.
reminder of what the goal is. Find Golthias, murder Golthias. That's it. Okay, so now it is
Raid the castle, marry the werewolf. Got it.
And all these foreigners think we need some fancy sword.
Yes. Wait, isn't there like puddles of, pudding here, of the goose?
yeah, it would have done the Final Fantasy and kind of like dissolve and then disappear for no reason because I like it to be neat. It's below the mist. You can't see it. There's no pudding. But yeah, how would you like to proceed?
Expediently.
Dude,
We have murdering to do.
We have a sword to find.
how did they? What fire murder need to do? So much, so little time.
Doors.
Foreigners.
Someone said just cracking them open. So we have a total of 4 options, and then there's the stairway that goes up. But some of you may be finding out relatively quickly is that they're locked.
All of them?
This door is not, I believe. I can't see it because no, they're all locked. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
Let me,
please refresh my memory. What direction did we come from? Was it from the double doors right here?
Yeah.
No, it's the bone room.
the bone hall.
The aesthetics, the aesthetics of that room, top notch.
Right.
Top tier.
You're thinking with your stomach.
I'm gonna think with my muscles, and Sudika is going to start bashing locks.
Okay. Hold on.
There's other doors. You go find your own.
Okay, so I think we're getting an interesting bit of feedback. Is anybody else hearing that? Some of you might have Zoom.
Hold on.
I don't have it open, but I think someone else does, and it's coming through.
It was me. I don't know why. I never joined with audio, so I don't know why it suddenly had it.
Because
it happens.
It's okay. Not a problem. Bashing door locks. You're told to stop.
I do not stop bashing the door lock that is in front of me.
Okay,
They can go pick a locks up elsewhere.
So remember that innocent man that you murdered for no reason with his pet pudding?
And I checked, and he had keys on him.
He had a key on him. Yes.
A key.
And he had a amulet, apparently, of a hag guy
and
too.
These are all prison cells, I'm pretty sure.
Are you going to unlock the door with your key, or are you going to try the key, I mean to say, more specifically?
Yeah, I'm gonna try the key.
Oh my gosh, the key works.
Oh my god.
No way!
What?
Smash this door.
My surprise.
The door unlocks and opens, and inside you would see a room. The room looks like it's a complete fucking mess. It's an absolute hovel. It looks like whoever was in here absolutely should just clean the room. I'm really preaching to the choir on this one. My room's a mess. This room in
My life's a
question.
mess.
And that's fair. 66. 20-foot square, filled wall to wall with clutter. A long, sagging bed sits to one side under a huge faded tapestry that depicts the castle. Dusty lanterns sit in various places, and bright curtains are draped haphazardly about the room. Thousands of pieces of junk cover the floor, broken swords, crumpled shields, helmets lie in piles all about.
Does my true sight see anything, Mr. DM? In that room? Okay. Cool. I'll be back to get more raviolis.
Yeah. The guy you killed,
You're loving emphasizing that, aren't you?
innocent,
The guy you came in here
wonderful
and
guy.
absolutely murdered the fucking shit out of.
Yeah. That guy. This might have
Beautiful,
been where he
innocent
was.
human being who's never done a thing wrong in their life.
Yeah. Exactly. You're seeing my point. Like, but yeah, the room does look like it's some sort of storage space for junk, like a garbage room.
Yeah,
Real.
it's cool.
I go to the next door.
Sure. And if you do
I
so
use
and
the
unlock
key.
it, it'll open. And
Ooh.
inside,
Back.
you shall see a dark stain that covers the floor in this area. There's a large oak table, scarred and beaten, lay scattered toys about the room. There's wood crushed and splintered on like the table, and the toys look like they're all kind of like smashed and broken. Hold on, sorry, bear with me. There's a horrible odor of decay in the room, and there's a huge pot in the center, like the staining on the floor, kind of around that is more of like a reddish orange color, more bloody toned. The pot is bubbling, and there is a fire underneath it. From this distance, you can still tell because of the width of this massive pot that there's a green, muddy content inside that's been brought to a boil. The far wall has it's lined with pegs, hanging from which are numerous large cooking implements, some of which could easily double as implements of torture. And yeah, this broken, kind of splintered table looks like it's seen some rough action. And then, strangely, inside of the mess of stuff all over the ground are like parts of wooden dolls and toys that have been kind of just broken all over the place.
Gonna step in here. Does he see anything with the true sight? I know.
So nothing out of the ordinary, no. True Sight doesn't alert you to the presence of things if they are just hidden. Normally,
okay.
you don't see through stealth. True Sight
yeah, of
lets you
course.
see through that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
see any ghost or anything like that.
Nothing like that. If that does come up, because I have definitely been called on it a couple times, I will definitely make sure that it's there. Good of you to ask.
Okay.
Definitely keep asking though, but I will just say no next time.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. How fresh is the tomato sauce here?
Some of it's quite. It actually looks like there are parts of bodies on the right portion of the tables on the north side there.
Let me see if there's anything particular interesting that stands out.
Okay. While that's happening, anybody else want to do anything in this room?
Not that room.
Zuleika, you are focused on the door, and no one has successfully barred you from breaking the door handle. Do you wish to try and break the door handle?
I do wish to try and break the door handle.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Do your thing. You got it.
That is
Ha! I did not get it.
that is a very
Bad
strong door handle.
And where he'll walk over and say, need some help with that. Then rip apart.
Sure. When you cast Rip Apart on the door handle, it doesn't break through entirely, but it does leave some damage. And on like multiple castings of it, what you're realizing is that it is quite sturdy. You also, the two of you, and I guess Aveline, since you're over there, go ahead and make perception checks.
My best one.
I see the things.
Zuleika, what you'll realize is if the door handle and mechanism is broken, that'll do nothing to disparage the deadbolt that is set inside of the space. And it looks like if you were to kind of break either, there seems to be a deadlock switch that will cause it to forcibly lock itself. The damage that's being done here, you're pretty sure, Inweir, that it would take a good hour for you to break the handle, because it seems to be made out of a very sturdy, like very thick metal. And what you're both realizing is that this seems to be a effort that is in vain.
Oops.
Even with the 12. Aveline,
break another door.
With your perception check, what you'll notice is that it looks as though this door is not heavily used. It definitely looks like this is locked, and locked for purpose. Like, it's keeping whatever's down here, or it's keeping whatever's on the other side of it in there.
Are you guys sure that we should be trying to open this door?
No.
The only thing I am sure of is that you will not let me kill this master of this castle until we get some damn sword, and you are sure that something is here. That is what I remember.
Fair enough. I would just be a little bit careful.
Careful. We are storming. We are storming a castle, my dear. There is no careful.
Well, I wouldn't know if it was storming since we were invited, but...
We're being invited to then weasel our way into the walls and kill the master's pet.
Well...
Now hold on, okay? That was a person who was innocent, okay?
Who initiated with us?
Yeah, they're innocent. They're innocent pet.
That's not
who initiated with us, if I remember correctly.
They're either innocent or a person, John. They can't be both.
So innocence is lost when you initiate.
Are we sure they're a person?
Your logic is your logic is inspiration worthy, Magpie.
They look like a dog person.
He doesn't have inspiration.
Oh, God. She still hasn't spent
me.
And she still keeps tossing it to John.
Hey, John!
I'll keep telling good bits.
Don't die next time.
You keep not sucking. So the door.
Hey.
The door situation here problematic. Bay, what you would have been able to realize is that the second door here, kind of goes to the same space. So Null actually would unlock it from the other side, and
like, oh hey, bud.
Yeah, after checking the table. Now, regarding that table, there isn't anything of interest that's like particularly noteworthy, but there are some of the tools that would have been from those pegs on the wall that have been kind of put on the table, and it looks like someone has been cutting up necrotic flesh and organs on the table. The pot, as you kind of, are checking out, you hear kind of make a and then as the bubbles popcorn.
The pot making a noise?
It makes a and then pop. Because bubbles pop and bubbling.
So, like, right when the bubbles pop, it makes that noise, though.
No, it's popping all the time. It's like it's on a boil, right? But in the midst of that, look, I can't give you a 3D ambiance of a sound I'm trying to describe. I'm just trying to do it in a way that's simple. It's like the boiling popping, right? And then you hear a and then there's more boiling sound that happens.
All right.
Top tier. I'm the best
I mean-
DM.
It was great, John.
Do you fuck with the pot?
Maybe don't fuck with the pot.
Fuck with the pot. That fuck with or to not fuck with. That is the question.
It is a big pot.
It is a big pot. Actually, I can wait.
You should.
You can
eat
see if
it from it.
That was my first thought, but I know that's not gonna. That's not gonna end well.
Oh, okay, so
I'm pretty sure.
as that's happening, Inmir, go ahead and roll me a D100 while Johnny's trying to figure out whether he's messing with the pot or not. But go ahead and give me a D100 roll. And then, Bay, are you walking over to their door?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So it doesn't look like the damage you dealt with Rip Apart to the mechanism damaged the mechanism. So the key would still work if it is for this door. Do you
Let's
try it?
Yeah.
Okay. It opens.
Nope.
There's a long hallway, and it looks like it leads to a stairwell that leads
It's stairs.
I go in.
up and down.
Up and down. What?
Oh.
Wait, is there another door here? Because there's some weird corner action going on with the lighting. That's odd.
Yeah, that's a great question. Oh, they did it. They did it. They did it again. Okay, everybody, back out of the room. Back out of the room.
Okay.
Don't buy old modules. You just don't do it.
Okay.
Okay. You can go in now.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Let me see.
Hmm.
Oh, there's
Actually, no, that would
absolutely
that would be visible. Yeah, that would be visible. Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Cool. So, before you enter in, this dusty 10-foot wide, 30-foot long corridor has a flat ceiling 10 feet overhead. To the south, you see the web-filled stairway spiraling down and up. The north end that you're coming through has the wooden door. On the left side, there appears to be a kind of alcove that has a descent, gentle descent, maybe a foot or two down, and you can see what looks like a massive stone block. On each corner of the stone block is a massive chain that goes up into the air above, into darkness.
So
And then this is
you
also
can
stairs
go
over here.
in here? You said it's just an alcove, right? There's no
Mhm.
barrier.
Yeah.
Okay. Going in, looking up.
Okay. So the second you step here to kind of move around and go through it, I need you to make
Uh-oh.
a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. Okay.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So that will be a failure. Sorry, just rolling through the
I
description
know.
here.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a thing I got.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Is it going to be important for this moment?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll wait.
Who the fuck is it?
Mm-mm.
There it is.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Ooh.
That is So bend luck with wild magic is going to potentially be beneficial here. So I'll let you go ahead and use it. You can spend 2 sorcery points, and
Do they roll the d4? Or
I'm going to say that because Inweir is the one bending the luck, Inweir will be the one. Inweir control will be the one rolling the dice.
Okay.
That'll be successful. 15 was the DC.
Hey!
So
Nice.
as you
Nice.
step there, there's this moment where you watch, like in reality, like these metal jaws kind of slam upwards and then kind of close above Zuleika, shrouding her in like a metal coffin and then ascending upwards like quickly. But what you end up having actually happen as you kind of like use magic to make that not be the case is Zuleika jumping backwards and away, and said shutting happening, and a metal coffin of sorts, like a metal box, shooting straight up into the air very suddenly, going through the ceiling as if it weren't really there. The chains and the block in that space also seem to vanish, like they were never there, and you hear what sounds like a very loud scraping sound as a massive metal stone slab falls into place where the illusionary one was. With
Gotta
a
be quicker than that.
resounding thud that is not only heard by everybody in this space, but is also felt in a sense by them as well.
Oh, what you doing in there?
Making boxes fall, or float, or fly.
Stone slabs fall.
The box went
But-
up.
It's just
It got elevated.
metal
Yes.
box went up. The real
is
stone
metal.
slab
No,
came down.
There's also like a detectable divot in the ground now, like right where that
Right.
would have been.
Slammed down, or
Oh my god, map.
Well, for both of our
oh, it was right there.
Yeah, so as you
The
stepped
outlet?
out onto it, again, there was a lot going on.
Ah,
I
But
need
yeah,
to be right back.
it was before you stepped on the illusory block.
ah.
Mhm.
I will try to jump that space. It's
Okay.
about like 10 feet.
Yeah, no problem.
Should be able to do that.
Strength 10 or higher, you are able to get to the other side. As mentioned, there's a staircase that descends down into shadow and a staircase that ascends up into up.
And we thought that what's his face, Galthias, is going to be up, correct? We're trying to find this sword,
Yes.
Mhm.
so down.
You're trying to find this sword.
Unless anybody tells me anything else,
Sure.
I'm going. I'm going.
Yeah.
To be sure, I gotta bring up my notes.
They want to find all manner of objects.
I think that's down. I think this side as well.
Let's see here. So, looking at our notes, specifically the ones that Aveline wrote, do we remember where Golthias will be?
Somewhere up in the heart of the whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, regarding the sword, do we remember where the sword's going to be?
Tomb of the Mad
It's-
Dog.
Dog. Mm-hmm.
Tomb of the Mad Dog is where the
Wasn't there
pulley
some-
symbol is located.
Oh, the
Yeah,
skeleton of the dead
between-
warrior.
Yeah,
Flanked by gargoyles.
Between gargoyles, right?
Mhm.
right.
Yeah,
there's
there's
gargoyles.
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 Gargoyle.
Gargoyle.
I missed that
Gargoyles.
Goyle.
Goyle.
What are we?
Gagile.
Are we Jewish now?
question.
Goyles.
Asian.
No. Look at the noodle go. Oh.
You go real fast.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, are we going up, down, up another way, or are we going to try and mess with the portcullis to the wine area?
Go. Guess it makes sense to go down, but before he leaves it, does he see like a journal or anything of sorts of what
A
this
holy
pot could be?
symbol.
No, not. He's still in that room
Did
there.
we get the holy symbol?
No.
Maybe?
Then y'all should probably find that.
Trying to find all the goodies. It's like Easter egg hunt.
If somebody doesn't do anything soon, I'm going
I'm-
down.
I was seeing if there was like a journal thing, but seeing what.
There's not. I said no. There's not. There's nothing there.
Oh, I did not hear you. I am so sorry.
No worries. I
Okay.
said it twice. It's fine. There's nothing of any substance in there other than that cauldron, which again I was waiting for you to decide what you wanted to do with, but I did want to get to other matters.
Yeah.
Do you want to mess with the cauldron or not?
No, he was going to identify it, but I don't
Okay,
think
cool.
we're going to be waiting 10 minutes on it.
Sure. So then, if you're going to ascend or descend, it looks like Zuleika's team descend.
I say we go down.
Did we come in through this way? I don't remember.
You came in through this way.
And through-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been in.
The bone area. Yeah.
We've been in the rooms.
To
from
the south was
south
where all the
and north.
beds were located. To the north is where there was locked doors and a staircase that ascended up. You went up, looked around. It was the opposite side of where the organ was. You haven't messed with that locked door, and you came back
Where the
downstairs.
Which locked door?
Cool.
Which locked door?
The locked door in the room that now is being investigated by Faye.
Ah.
See.
I did
Okay.
not
Cool.
know there was a
And in
door
that staircase,
there.
you went up and found a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
If there's another locked door back there, you should probably check it out.
Faye does not have a key.
I'm gonna-
Faye does.
Oh, that's where it is. Okay. Got it.
Ooh. Guys, I do apologize. My power goes out. There's a big storm going out right now, so
Okay.
if I leave, that might be it.
Okay.
So, descend.
Faye,
Yeah.
can I see that fancy key of yours? I want to see if there's something in this room over here.
What room?
It's like here.
Do you go with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Zuleika, as you're heading down the stairs, and Inweir, you're heading down the stairs. Others are splitting
I will
off
go
from you.
back.
You don't have to.
I will.
Okay.
Then he's gonna-
Just slow down.
Yeah.
Just slow down a bit.
The key doesn't work in the door.
You
we
know
go
what
back?
might work in the door?
After you jostle with the key, the two of you hear footsteps on the other side of the door.
Nope. We leave and we close
Very
the door.
shortly after you hear footsteps, you start hearing a very loud cacophony of screaming. I need both of you to
I don't
make a
know where you
stealth
guys
check
are.
and then tell me
Oh,
where you're
no.
moving your tokens to.
Oh dear.
Where did they move to?
Don't worry about it. for the time.
They went.
I need them to roll
Ow.
stealth checks, and I need
Ow.
them to move their tokens where they would run to hide. Mm-hmm.
Get in here. Oh, son of a bitch.
The door opens, and Faye, in your attempt to hide in that back area, you get curious and look around the corner. When you do, you see the elf from upstairs closing and locking the door behind himself, and he starts striding in your direction until he comes very dreadfully close to you. You start hearing the screaming again before you cast anything. I'm going to need you to be affected by my screaming. Hold on.
I'm so.
One
Please
second.
stop what you're doing and be affected by my screaming.
Yeah. Is it like scream of agony, scream of joy, like
It's the scream of 1,000 individuals who are trapped inside of a pyramid for eons, and
Oh, is it our friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
let's say friend.
Is it that guy that you all know?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
No.
You got this, friend. Oh, you don't got this.
Oh.
You're going to take 16 points of psychic damage as he steps into your space, and the screams become more pointed and forced upon you. And he says, and his voice breaks through the screaming in a way that is absolutely unnerving. He says, "Oh, child, you have no chance if you raise your hand against me. And then I need you to roll another wisdom saving throw for your madness." You took damage.
Oh no!
You succeed on that one. Bay just ditched you, and she doesn't look like you at all, so obviously you don't even care about that anymore. And at that point, you said you were going for a spell, so I will keep that on the docket. Do you wish to engage this individual in combat? He has harmed you so far.
Oh, I was going to cast invisibility prior
Okay.
to him coming around.
Go ahead and...
Well, if he's come around the corner and see me, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, well, not. I mean, you're raising your hand to cast a spell, so obviously, like the psychic damage would have affected you because hostiles. And then, if you are, so again, there's two options. You're either going to try and retreat through magic, which again is an option. Invisibility, casting on yourself, and then moving in a way that he doesn't detect, could be a way out of this. Or you're basically going to submit to him. I just need to know which one of those two you want me to kind of move towards, because we're going to roll initiative. If it's one way and we're going to not roll initiative, it's the other.
You say submit.
I do.
How so?
So, in this next moment, where you're determining whether or not it's flight or flight, he is drawing a sword from its scabbard and raising it up to you, like he is going to take you as his prisoner.
I'll cast invisibility.
Okay, so we're going to roll initiative. And you are not surprised, neither is he. And I want everyone else on the docket to roll initiative with the surprise condition, except for Bay, who can roll normal.
So disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage for everyone who is not Bay or Fae.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, that tracks.
I can't set it to disadvantage from the sheet, so I'm just gonna roll twice.
Up at the top, there's there's a thing that. Oh, you're an NPC.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're an NPC.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, I did. I did the thing.
Damn, it called you.
So wait, what's the?
Where it says automatic, it's a drop down and you can select a thing.
Yes, but I have.
No. She doesn't have the same sheet as you guys. So it's fine.
I have an
Yeah,
NPC sheet.
NPC sheet. Yeah.
It's totally
But it's fine.
fine.
It's 12 either way.
Right. Okay. So on the initiation here, you see him kind of pull the blade kind of up and kind of hold it close, like the guard close to his face. And he kind of has it like in a fashion where it looks like he's readying to thrust it forward and kind of lance at you. He will, as a bonus action, force you to once again make another wisdom saving throw from the screaming. The screaming seems to be controlled by him in a sense, and he is driving it into your mind. You resist it, so you will only take 7 points of psychic damage this go around. But yeah, it definitely seems like he is able to kind of direct the screaming and focus it in on you. Bay, you are up. You would definitely realize your sister is, as the rogue parlance would be, boned. So however you wish to proceed.
I would like to try and open this door stealthily.
You're still under stealth. You're hidden, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
Plus, he has a bit of a problem, like, hearing things outside of his zone of influence anyways, due to the screaming.
Picture him always cleaning his ears, thinking it's that.
I would like to cast darkness
Okay.
in that area. Let me... Where is it?
I got you. Okay, so,
Like, centered on him.
yeah. This will also affect the vision for her as well.
Yeah.
What's the radius on it?
15.
15-foot radius?
Yeah.
15, 5, 10, 15. Okay. Everything goes completely black for you. Oh, that's actually really funny. So the sword's pointed there, and then everything goes black. Faye. There's a moment where you have to physically understand that you didn't just die because the screaming is still in your head. All right, Bay done. The sound of spellcasting can be heard by the crew in this space. And Bay, if you move back to hide, you can go ahead and bonus action hide to go ahead and roll another stealth roll. Zuleika, you're on the docket next, and your keen lupine ears, well, human, but also, are able to hear said conflict, so you can move at your pleasure. That's you, Lark.
Wait, what? Sorry?
Zuleika, you can hear the sounds of conflict.
I was... Yeah.
Petting a snake, I
Okay,
understand.
sounds of conflict. No, I was just spacing out completely.
No.
Alright.
No, I'm not gonna say what I was just about to say. I can't say it. I also lose track of time and what's going on when I'm petting my snake. Said it anyway.
That's one movement. So it's in this direction, correct?
So you would see Bay, and Bay, before kind of hiding, can give like a gesture. It's through the door.
Okay. I can get just pretty much up to this door, I think. Or just on the other side. That's as far as I can go. What do I see once I go through the door?
A massive
Probably not much
sphere
of shit because darkness is in there. Okay. That's all I can do, double move.
Alright. Faye, you are completely blinded. Do you still wish to continue casting invisibility?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't. Do I know which way is which now that I'm blinded?
So you know where he is just based on the feeling of proximity, but other than that, you don't. And you know where the wall is on your side because you're kind of close enough to it to be able to feel it. But other than that, no.
Okay. Am I able to move past him?
You can try.
Okay, I want to Blade Ward.
Okay.
And Blade Ward and move.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. Tell me what your passive perception is.
My passive perception is. It's wisdom, right?
Yeah. So it'd be wisdom if you're proficient with it, and 10. Add those together. Should also
because
be.
right here my
Go ahead.
It's a +4.
So 14 is your passive perception. So you're able to kind of move around him and not get cut off by the wall. But because you're moving at a staggered pace, you're only able to just get around him because you're careful. Oh, okay. Hold on.
I want to go that way.
So then, I would say that you would be able to breach, and that's it. And that would be your action, and it would also be your... Wait, hold on. You didn't use an action for anything besides moving. Your movement would have been halved. You'd still have... yeah, that'd be all your movement. So you still have your action.
Action was blade warding myself.
Blade warding, right. I remember you casting that. Okay, cool. Then, yeah, that would be it then.
Okay.
You're outside of the sphere. You know you're on the other side of the sphere from your sister. And it's really up to him. It's up to him as to where he goes next. No, as I said with Zuleika, you know what's going on, or you're aware something is going on.
He groans. What's going on now? Flies over inward, I believe. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's always going to add a D to it.
Yeah.
The only
22 episodes in, and
the only way we change this is his new name to Null is Edward. Just call him Edward because it's just easier that way. You're calling the Goliath Edward. You're Team Edward, not Team Edward.
No.
I am disappointed in myself.
It's okay. We're still disappointed in you. It's 22 sessions in, buddy.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I know. I keep on forgetting.
It's the Florida man. It's the Florida man. I get it.
No,
No, don't group me.
You can't take the Florida out of the man.
You can't take the Florida out of the
cannot.
man. You can take the man out of the Florida. Or you can put a man in
One day we'll
a
rescue
crocodile
you, Jack.
or alligator.
We're
Oh, I got an answer back on.
I am so sorry, John. Truly. After all this time, I should know better, but yet I'm suffering from insanity. Okay, 35, 40, 45, 50. This is fly speed there. Okay, question, John.
Sorry.
It's
Go ahead.
how does True Sight interact with darkness?
True Sight interacts with darkness and that you see right through it. It's not an issue.
Oh. Interesting. That's great. Well... No, doesn't really necessarily know what's going on. So, he is going to just hold an action to Eldritch Blast. If he sees anyone that's not his compatriots there. Assuming that darkness is placed with purpose.
Yeah, you would see that the individual in the center of the darkness is the elf from upstairs.
Oh, I don't see his token there.
Oh, then never
On
mind.
my screen. Yeah, because the door's blocking
Yeah.
the way.
Physical blocks still
So
physically blocked. Okay,
Yeah, so I don't see him there.
and that's it for you. You dashed, right?
Oh no, I didn't dash. He's staying there, using his action to hold Eldritch Blast.
Got it. Aveline, your Dragon Man flew off.
Alright. Am I aware of anything else other than he just flew off somewhere?
Yeah, you heard sounds of spellcasting.
He's like,
Possible
oh
combat.
shit, what's happening
Okay.
now?
That's it? Alright. Then I guess I'll go follow him. We're out here.
He was just walking on this table like it's no thing.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
I respect it.
It's sturdy enough. It's...
It's like the
Yeah.
same color as the
Okay,
floor, and I got
really.
confused.
I'm assuming
Sorry.
that you kind of like ran towards the table and then your hands just kind of slammed onto it like Spider-Man, and your like legs just kind of like jumped to the sides, and you just started like scrambling across the
Scurrying.
table surface.
What is everyone doing? Like, what are they?
It all looks like he's
I'm
preparing
hiding
another
around the
blast.
door
Bay is hiding and kind of pointing at
and
the
like
door.
looking through the door.
And then you would have seen Zuleika, like, because turns kind of work functionally at the same 6 seconds. You would have seen Zuleika pass through the door and move in a very martial, I presume, stance. Is that fair to say, Lark? Like, It's fuck around, find out time.
Yep.
It sure is.
Can I hear the trails of screams?
No. You
Or
can only hear
anything?
the screaming if you're within a certain distance of him.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But like,
Well then I'll just.
she would be like pantomiming like the hair.
The
Oh,
screaming.
you can hear the screams now.
Yeah, I guess you can hear the screaming. Now.
Thunder!
She'll just kind of like ready her staff.
Take the
and just
dodge
wait
action.
there. Yep.
Inweir, you are up.
Well, if everybody else is doing it. It's 20. I'll stay on the table
Okay.
and ready a sorcerer's burst.
All right. We'll move to the next. Faye, which direction are you facing? Towards the stairs, like you're heading up them, or down back into the shadow, like wondering if something's going to come out?
I would turn back and look.
So you're looking at the shadow?
Mm-hmm.
You'd hear the sound of what appears to be some sort of magical cast, and then you would hear footsteps coming down the steps behind you. As you turn and look back, you would see a man coming out of what appear to be like dead cherry blossoms, like kind of fluttering behind him, stepping towards you as the screaming becomes louder. He raises the sword up and kind of brushes the hair off of his brow, and you can see a cold, dead eye unstaring in the center of his brow, and he looks down at you and stabs the blade straight towards you.
He's got gifts.
He's got gifts. So he's going to attack you a few times.
Oh.
Roll a d20 for me.
Don't forget about Blade Ward.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
You said roll a d20?
Yes, please. Okay.
16.
So he brings the first blade blow in straightforward like he threatened to do before, and deals a solid 10 points of damage to you, which will be warded. So I believe Blade Ward says resist it for...
No, you roll a d4, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that.
It's a 1d4. Okay.
Yep.
Hold on.
So reduced by 2.
8.
Okay. And so when he stabs into you, the magic of the Blade Ward kind of catches the weapon, and so does your shoulder. And as you kind of reel back in pain, it causes the sword to leave his hand and get thrown into the darkness as you spiral down the stairs. He looks at you annoyed as the sword leaves his hand, kind of looks down at his hand, kind of slipping.
Weird.
And then he reaches into his coat, draws out a fine stake of metal, and then throws it quickly straight into your face. It will hit. Go ahead and roll a d4 for Blade Ward.
Pocket sand. Pocket metal.
Not the
Yeah.
face.
Ain't no pocket
Somebody
cheese
here
burger.
has like multiple lives, right? I can't remember who it is.
Oh, both of us.
Okay.
We can reincarnate 3 times.
Ah,
That's so
What?
funny.
Am I able to use a reaction?
No, is a react to do the Blade Ward?
No, the reaction is Blade Ward is an action,
Yeah, you can
but
use a
I
reaction.
have. Okay.
What do you want to do?
I want to do Browbeat.
Oh, okay. Yep, go ahead and click it and cast it, and he'll have disadvantage for the attack if he fails, so he does not fail. So he will take... go ahead and click the spell for me, I gotta remember what it says.
I don't know if I want to click him. You said he doesn't fail.
You already said you were doing it, so...
Oh yeah, okay.
I want to browbeat your words.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be a silly. Okay, great. Oh, yeah. Okay. target is... That is weird that came out that way. So,
Are
Trigger
you
Brow,
making-
Wisdom saving throw. On a failure, they take damage and have disadvantage.
DC 16.
And yeah, they passed. So then they take no damage and they are not penalized. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, dagger to the face. Go ahead and roll a d4 for the...
I need to know
Blade
exactly how you react to that, like verbally.
So you take no damage from the dagger, but the poison does apply itself, so you'll take 8 points of poison damage.
Does he like? Please, I hope it's in like the
droopy
Yeah, it's like
face.
literally in
Yeah.
the puffy.
Oh, you're wearing
saggy-
a half mask.
Yo,
So
yeah,
it's
it sticks into the
no!
mask. It like lodges into the mask and kind of catches in that portion of the face. And like I don't remember what the half mask was made out of, but it, like splinters and breaks.
Oh no!
No,
How dare
your
they?
face is showing.
Hey,
And
you're-
there's a poison
You're
scratch
up.
on it.
You hear the sound
Are
of
you
a
making?
You hear the sound of a blade hit your sister and her scream out in agony. I forgot to make you roll a wisdom saving throw for madness. And then also you would hear the sound of a blade smashing onto the ground with a clattering clang, clang, clang. You then hear kind of like a retort of a sound, someone speaking, but it's kind of over the din of the conflict, and then another scream from your sister.
I dropped concentration on the darkness,
Okay.
and where did I go? What did I just do? Oh, I'm right there. Okay.
Then what?
I'm gonna move here and shoot an arrow at this fucker to
Okay.
distract him. 'Cause I know it's probably not gonna hit him.
You'd be surprised?
Oh, I might be, yeah. Okay. Where we at here? Where did my bow go? There it is.
That'll hit?
Oh, I hit the thing.
Okay.
And then bonus action hide? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zuleika, you're up. So you definitely see the darkness fade, and you can hear the fighting. On the ground in the square directly behind Faye, when you move up there, you will see a very beautiful longsword that appears to have conglomerate markings on it, although your character has no idea what that means. It has cool snakes for a sword guard.
I'm sorry. Let me just stop here for a second and say, where did you say the sword was?
It's going to be right behind
Roughly?
Faye.
Fantastic. I'm gonna stomp on it.
It does not shatter.
Nah, I'm just making sure
Oh,
nobody can
you're
fucking.
you're
just pick
standing on it. Got it. You're holding it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that's as far as I can go, unless I want to waste stuff.
And then you
Yes,
ready an
I
action to
agree.
attack just in case.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I don't
Fair,
think I
fair.
have any other. Yep.
If you wish to get away from this individual, disengage could work.
Actually, you know what? I think I'll actually use my action to kick this blade farther back.
Okay.
So, I don't
So
know
we'll
how
go
far
ahead
I
and
can
say
get to
if
go
you're
that
kicking
way.
it towards your team, it's going to go 20 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and put a marker.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
Faye, you're up.
Kill this
Okay.
little Legend Hyrule twink.
I'm sorry, 1 second. Shoot, I can't see the squares.
No, I'll darken them up. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Maybe we'll lighten them up. Let's do that.
I think I see them. I think I see them.
There.
Um, Yes.
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
so
I'm gonna
much
make it a
better.
little less opaque. But yeah, there we go. That's better.
That's very helpful, thank you.
No problem.
Okay. I want to. Okay. So I want to cast color spray
Okay.
towards him.
Alright.
So he'll have to make a con save of 16.
Constitution saving throw. Got a 23. Okay.
And I'm
The-
gonna Misty Step away.
The flush of prismatic energy appears in front of him and kind of smashes into his face. As he does not have his sword drawn, he can't take his reaction to counter attack you, but sadly. Yeah, he has Mage Slayer, so I can smash people when they try to cast spells near me, but unfortunately people are kicking my sword around here like it's fucking hockey or some shit. Faye, you are done. Null, you are up.
Alright, it's gonna move 5, 10, 15. Wonder how much got there. 20. Oh. Hmm? Oh, you said
yeah, nothing. I just didn't. Nothing. Continue. Sorry. A dumb thing I forgot to not do on the turn that I was doing things. No, I wouldn't have been able to do it anyways. I had bonus action Misty Step. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. And how high is the ceiling here?
About 10 feet.
Okay. He's moves up 10 feet. See, up in the ceiling. Well,
you're about 7 feet tall, or 6 feet tall. So yeah, there's not really a lot of
not much
overhead.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Oh, then he was.
You'd be hovering off the ground a little bit. That's chill, but yeah.
Yeah, he hovered just a bit.
So
Move there.
radical.
Gotta put those wings to best use, baby. Okay, what did I want to do? I don't know if I want to waste that resource yet. Actually, the spell slots only have 1. Until things get super dire. Just wait. Gonna move back 30. He's gonna Eldritch Blast this guy.
Okay.
So he started blasting. Oh, it shouldn't be at disadvantage. Oops.
26 will hit.
26. Alright, sweet. 3 damage. Gonna shoot another one. Oh! Crit. For 17!
Okay.
So, we have 35. You know what? I don't think being in this room, just in case you have some shenanigans.
Sure.
Here, so 35, 40, 45, 50. There we go. And that'll be it.
Aveline.
Alright. I'm gonna try and get a little bit closer to whatever's going on, but I'm still cautious. And then I'm gonna bless everyone in this room.
Ooh, okay.
So Noel, Inwar, and me.
Okay. So null. Oh, yellow, good color for Aveline. Just pip it.
What?
I'm putting
Oh, sure.
pips on you. I know it kind of covers up the whole token due to sizing here, but yeah. Then
Thank you.
any movement for you or no? Or you did some light movement? That's fine. Okay.
That was me moving up to the door pretty much.
Okay. Spider-Man, Inweir, you are on the table, or the ceiling. I don't know which one you said you were doing, but yeah, if you'd like to move up to the door, you can.
It's a table.
Right on. I made a joke about what Aveline did, and you actually just went ahead and did it. I'm a spider. I'm a spider. I'm a spider.
Actually, I can go through Null, so there's 20.
Uh-huh. You're rushing out, shooting, and rotating back in? Or just coming
Just
out?
gonna stay here,
Okay.
and then I'll do another.
Ready a sorceress.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you kind of kick the sword away and kind of take a posture to defend, Faye moves away. The elf kind of like, at first, like looks very angry and like, "Ugh," and then kind of, and then points. I'm not done with you, girl. And then he kind of leans forward, and his entire form becomes mist. You watch a burst of cherry blossoms appear next to you, and as it's appearing, you watch him like kick his foot behind his other leg and kick the sword up into the air, grab it with his left hand, rotate it over the top of his person, and then rush forward and lance you with it.
That's a pretty cool maneuver, not gonna lie.
That's some Spirited
But
Away
it's like-
shit.
Yeah,
Right,
slightly
it was
less
a
cool
burst.
because they're
It's
not
a
us.
Burst first.
Bursting, we're bursting. As soon as I find it. Where is it? Why can't I find it?
Can I borrow's Fury Shield as a reaction?
Yeah, if you have a reaction available. But I have to hit you first for Boros, so.
Yeah.
Bad roll.
So the Sorcerer's Burst goes flying past him. Like, as he's appearing, there's like a second where you think he's fully manifest. You fire, it goes through his form, the misty form, and he kind of then takes the appearance. And then sword in hand lances forward. All 3 attacks are going to be hitting. So the first one is the one you're triggering off of, or do you want to move through? There are no crits here, so...
Let me read the spell real quick. Hold on. Damage and refreshes. You must. You are. Oh. I'll wait and use it on the second one.
Okay. So then the first one is going to do 9 damage. The second one is going to do 7 damage, which will be reversed onto him.
If he fails a dex saving throw, 16.
Oh, he does not. Okay, sorry, I just did it. Dexterity, con, and wisdom are his primary rolls. Just as a heads up. And then his last one will deal 11 points of damage. He will then use his bonus action and kind of glare at you, and the screaming becomes this very strange kind of melodic voice that's almost like a choir kind of singing like a operatic up tempo. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm down. You still want me to make it?
Yeah.
8.
And then also Bay, I need you to make it as well.
I'm missing some damage. What was the second attack's damage that I thought it was?
Second attack that got Fury shielded. You still resist the damage with Fury shield. So you ignore
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
So it's
Never
just
mind.
9, 11,
And 8.
and
I
8.
got it.
And then Bay, you'll also take 8. The 8 damage is not going to be damage though for you, Faye. It's going to be a failed death saving throw. So you have 1 failure out of 3. And for Bay, when you hear the it's a screaming that becomes more operatic and melodic, you actually hear your sister's voice leading that. So, yeah. And then as that's happening, he kind of draws the sword up like this, with your sister's blood still splashing on the ground with it, and then kind of looks over at you. I can't wait to add you. Bay, you're up.
Alright, we drop that bow and we go straight in with shatters.
Just throw it down. Oh, fuck no.
Like, oh, fuck you, dude! Alright. And we are going to... Hold on,
I
let me
love
move
this.
myself in. And then we're going
Slay Bay.
Oh, I love it so much.
Oh, yeah, we're just
hold
gonna
on,
straight
stop.
up...
Pause.
So angry.
Pause. Roll a
Okay.
d20. Roll a d20.
Oh, if I break the fancy sword, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, you don't. But as he's kind of like, next, you're like, oh, fuck no. You rush forward, and he's like, ping pong, throws Shatter Spike over to Zuleika, and it lands right near her. And I'll use the same weapon token to kind of designate that, so you know where it is. But then you kind of drop your hand, bring up the Psychic Blade, and draw it in. When you attack, you see him kind of like look at it and kind of wave it away, and you see the faces of 3 other individuals get lanced by the Psychic Knife, and then as you just like obliterate souls that are trapped in his mind.
Okay.
Zuleika.
I'll kill all of them.
All 1,000. Fuck you.
So you're putting them out of their misery, I guess.
Yeah. Zuleika, you are up.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Well, my problem that you can't keep your sword in your hand, so I'm just gonna come up here and I am doing 3 great sword attacks. Like, how do I do
call
a
the
great sword
ambulance,
attack?
bro.
Where
Call
is
the
it?
ambulance.
Call the
Great
ambulance.
sword.
Not for me.
But not for me.
I don't know what his AC is.
Okay, so the first one
I'm
will
guessing
hit.
the 23 hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
The second one, like you kind of catch him off guard as he's like, you know, kind of being in his, he's vibing, and like he kind of looks at you, says, "Ah!" and then in Elvish curses, "Fucking dog!" And then
Hey, rude!
What the?
turns his
I
attention
can't
to
be offended because I don't speak
Speak
that
Elvish.
language.
He
Anyway.
whatever he said definitely sounded like a slur. So it's like you bring in the second attack, he catches it with his blade and kind of like parries both of your attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, as you kind of move in, I think this is the first time you've actually been within 10 feet of Kelder. So I think that this is the first time you've actually heard the screaming. Because he hasn't moved past you, he's teleported past you. So you hear the sounds of lots and lots of people screaming. That first attack had all of the power of, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then you're kind of like, what the fuck is happening? Faye,
Why is there so many voices?
roll a death saving
I don't
throw.
know if that was a curse or language. I'm a little confused.
Yeah, but you're also hearing like this cacophony of screaming, like when you get close to him. So it's like there's that, but you hear his voice just fine. It's like this weird thing that's happening.
Wisdom and int are basically my dump stats. I'm not getting any of that.
I don't understand. It's louder here, but no, you're up.
And charisma, I'm just kind of like, why?
Why?
Oh, noise.
The attacks were more missed by confusion, not so much terror. It's like, okay. No.
Alright, bonus action, Form of Dread.
Okay.
And 10 Skeleton. Let me roll the 10 hit points real quick here. D10 plus 7. Get 12 temp. Then, let's see, for his action, he is going to cast at 4th level. Let me see which I got here.
Never heard of that spell.
Sorry. Yeah, no, true. It's my specialty. I'm gonna cast Banefire. And since in this Form of Dread, instead it's gonna be fire damage, it's gonna be necrotic because, let me show you the feature here. There's a Grave Touch. So, once per turn, if you hit a creature with an attack roll, roll the damage to the creature, you can replace the damage type with necrotic. So he's gonna cast Banefire, 4th level. Here, sorry, there's a lot of toggle things I have to do here. Do that.
I just need the damage.
Level.
Or the
Yeah.
attack roll. Banefire
20.
will hit. Unfortunately, not close enough for me to block it. Okay.
Oh. Okay, and let me see if I have all the buttons I have on there. Okay, I do. So that is going to be 36 points of damage.
Necrotic, you said?
Of necrotic. Yep.
So he's immune to necrosis.
No, I was gonna say, but the Bane Fire.
No, it ignores
it's-
it. I know. So 36. Got it.
Behold true death. Die, peon.
When he gets struck by that, you see it kind of like blaze through him, this burning kind of like black energy, and then once it kind of sizzles down, you see him just go and spit blood. He does appear to have like damage to his body, but he seems to be like in a kind of strange status where he's not really concerned about the pain. But he is bleeding.
Oh. And then he has to make a wisdom saving throw against being frightened because
He
of
can't be
dread.
frightened.
Unless he's immune. Okay. Yeah, take that, peon. Oh, thanks for then he moves away as he says that with a smirk.
He looks at you. He looks at Zuleika. He looks at Bay. Grabs his head for a second. His sword just kind of floating in the air for a moment. And he's like, choices? Grasps his sword.
10,
Interesting
15,
choices.
20.
20.
Aveline, you're up.
Okay, and that'll be it.
I want to run on in here a little bit.
Yeah, it's basically screaming your name, Aveline.
But before I resurrect you,
Oh, she's not dead.
oh yeah, I have Swear the Dying though.
Oh, okay.
But I
Just
will.
heal her.
I could, but also I want to cast Silence over
Can't
there.
cast-
So
Is Spare the Dying a bonus action?
is it?
I don't know.
Let me
I
see.
don't think so. I thought it was an
It
action.
used to not be.
Yeah, I think it's an action, right? I could be wrong.
I could be
Cantrip
wrong too. It's 2024.
upgrade.
Wait, is what an action? Sorry.
It's an action.
Again,
Spare the Dying is an
sorry.
action. You can't do both.
Spare the
Yep.
dying.
Yep.
You're either sparing the dying or you are silencing.
Okay, I'm gonna silence first.
Okay. So, silence. 2024. I just need to make sure that the rules haven't changed. So you're centering the point basically near him.
Elder, yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
Sorry.
No worries. Let's go with. It's a 15 foot, it said.
20.
20 foot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're centering it on him?
Yep.
Everything in there is completely quiet.
I'm still.
Oh.
Wait a minute, how big
Wait,
is it?
take it. Wait, that's a. Oh, that's how I think.
Like, are we both in it right now?
I'll get the ring out so that it is more
Yeah,
precise.
sorry, it's a little.
Yeah, that's the the blue kind of. Oh, okay, there we go.
I have the ring one. Actually, this one's better. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Delete. Place. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So Aveline, you are now in the circle. You need to be at least 50% in the circle to be under the effects of it. So Aveline, everything goes quiet for you as well after the cast. Do you wish to move at all?
Let me step back over here.
Okay.
Oh.
In where you're up.
All right. This way. How tall is the ceiling?
10 feet.
10 feet.
You
All
could
right.
literally reach up and grab it
Oh.
and pull yourself up spider climb wise.
Yeah, I'm
5
literally.
feet of movement. Like, you do not need to move to a wall. You can literally just plunk.
That's so funny.
shield here.
It's like the scene in the Spider-Man No Way Home, right? They jump up and they grab.
Right. I'm going to cast Banefire also.
Okay.
I'm going to do Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
I think you also have Bless too to add to the attack roll.
Yep. And the and the Bless. Jesus. Okay, I'm stacking it.
Let's go.
Where is it?
Buffed, glowing, thriving.
I'm going to cast it at a 4th level.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Aveline.
Let's go.
Okay. Are you rolling your D4?
Oh, I need to. Okay.
You may need to. I have a reaction I can take. And I will use it.
Ooh.
So as Banefire comes in, he kind of... Oh, he can't take because he's in a spell bubble. Hold on.
Ooh, that sucks.
Let me see if this requires verbal. Very important to see if it requires verbal components. Not the item, the spell. The spell? Are you kidding me right now? Spells. Alright. Yeah. Do.
You know, there's a resource that
Verbal
can do all
somatic.
this for
Unfortunate.
you.
Yep, so it gets through.
Oh, cool. I don't
Dare
need to
not
use
say
Seeing
its
Spell.
name.
Sweet. So do I need to use my Bless then?
The bless was... you don't use your bless. Your bless is just added regardless. It should be added every time.
Oh, on the
for a
first.
minute. No, just period. While you're blessed,
okay.
you have a D plus D4 to all of these things.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I'm testing you.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to say, oh, snap.
All
Gotta
right.
keep me on my feet. Alright, give me the damage.
I was one of those to 0.
The plus 0 at the
Oh, no one
end is
did
your
plus 0.
modifier. You don't add your modifier, is what it's basically indicating. Okay, so that'll get it into triple digits, but he's still standing. I mentioned he was bloody a little while ago, but not that long ago. But yeah, he's still standing after that shot. Anything else?
Inside. It should have done another D10. I had casted it at 4th level.
1, 2. Oh, did you click the damage on the sheet on the sheet or in the roll?
I did on
Roll a D10.
I did on the roll.
Oh.
Yeah, always when you cast click it in the chat.
A
So
little more.
he's still alive.
No, I'm sure.
But
Every
it?
little bit counts.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's it.
okay.
And whoa! It was a wildcast.
Oh!
Oh, D100.
Here we go. Big money.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Crazy.
Can this turn just be over?
Hey, come on.
And
It's
then
wild. It's wild. It's wild.
like endless combo.
Wild magic surge.
I've only gotten to do
Thunder.
this like 3 times.
4.
Dun 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 dun.
51 is what you got?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is there not a link in there? That's so dumb. There we go. 51.
Oh no.
A spectral shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you a... Oh no, that's from old stuff. Never mind. Flip. I hate how they set this up. It's very, very lame. 51. A spectral shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you a +2 bonus to AC and immunity to magic missile.
Sick.
That's
15
pretty
AC.
cool.
So, I need everyone on this turn to go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Are they not silenced?
Oh, you'll see. And
Oh.
technically it's psychic, so you are still hearing the screaming.
But you said
Aw.
it was like literal,
I
like.
think I'm good.
Oh, I didn't say for
I'm
Bay.
still-
No. Yeah, it sounds like literal screaming, for sure. Absolutely. It is definitely like a psychic effect that is making a sound. For sure.
It
So-
makes your brain fire the things that make it think that voices
Correct.
are real.
So
Oh, I'm an idiot.
the sound is
I
not
don't do
super
that.
important, it's the effect. The effect is not silenced by silence. What's happening here, though, is you're stopping his spellcasting ability, which may have been an inadvertent thing, but he is a blade singer, so you have cut off a lot of his functionality. I was just about to cast Shield on that
What I keep
Banefire and stop 38 points of damage. So I understand you're
I'm too-
upset that it's not stopping the psychic damage, but also when I explain to you what's going to happen next,
Why are you rolling?
you'll
for
understand that
perception?
you will
Yeah, I
still
don't know why, I
hear
don't know
him
why.
because he's not going to be there when he does it. So
Wisdom
Oh,
saving throw.
It's the same modifier, so I fail it.
That's
he
okay.
moves his hand over his sword and starts making gestures with it. If you have Arcana trained, you can make an Arcana roll to detect what is happening here. He is casting a spell that has no verbal component.
I'm still
Is
confused
what
by
you
what
would-
he said to me.
Right. It has no verbal
I'm just
component.
like-
Null. He is
Even his
casting
voices can't
a-
get me.
He is casting one of the 7 Spheres of Swords spells known as Steel Wind Strike. It requires
Oh, no.
somatic and material components, and the material component is a sword. When he casts
Oh.
it, you watch him vanish from view, and 5 of him appear. Or sorry, 6 of him appear, one even outside where Null is located, and slash at you all at the same time. The screaming is a very massive pop when it happens. It just appears next to you and you can't stop hearing it. So that's the reason for the wisdom saving throw, because he's activating that immediately as a part of the Steel Wind Strike. If you got a 16 or better on the wisdom saving throw, did everybody get it?
Wait, everyone needs to?
Yeah, it's attack. He's
No.
attacking you. Every single one of you is being attacked all at once. So yes,
Okay.
Even me?
Weird.
even
No, I
you.
feel
And
that.
then-
Oh,
Yes,
Oh, no.
even you. So you will be dying. That is correct.
no!
So the screaming kills you, and the sword lops your head off.
It didn't add the +4 though, right?
Oh, yeah, the
Uh,
+4. Yeah, don't forget about the +4.
You mean the D4 for bless? You roll it. Yeah, it is
Oh.
a 4. Fucking show me up.
Oh, wow.
The DC
So I
for
got
it is
a total of 8.
16
Wait,
is
what
the
are we
DC.
doing?
If you get a 16 on the wisdom saving throw, you're only taking 6 points of psychic damage. Okay?
Okay.
Oh.
If you fail it, you're taking
Yeah.
13.
Okay.
Then you're taking the Steel Wind Strike, which is attacking each one of you. Again, a 5th or 6th level spell. So just keep that in mind when I tell you it's going to be a total of 33 points of damage, force damage to each one of you.
Oh, okay.
Gross.
Chatted me.
And yeah, you
It's
do watch his
undodgeable,
the one that
undodgeable.
appears above. No, he
Yeah.
attacked. He swung at everybody. It's not undodgeable,
Oh.
but I got a 26 against you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's less than 15.
Well, I know she has parry, so I just wanted to make sure. It's less than 15 if you rotate. There's a rotation, you see. There's an end point, and then it goes back around to the beginning. Like an
Yeah, it
initiative
depends on
counter, if
which
you
way
will.
you're swinging. It
Um,
depends on which way you're swinging.
regardless, he cuts her head off. For those of you who are concerned with that, what you'll notice is as he kind of reappears back into his initial space, he's holding Faye's head out at bay, and it's completely quiet, but you can still hear the screaming, and Faye's voice is definitely present amongst that number. After that, it's going to go to you, but I need to pause for a second, kill the combat music, and talk to Kimmy. Of the dark gifts that you chose as the dark gifts that you're going to use throughout the thing, which one do you feel is the one that is the most important one for your character. I know this is going to take a little while because you chose so goddamn many, but I just want to narrow this down because you did die, and we are doing exactly what I did to Inweir when he died.
Oh, what's the most
Oh,
important
shit.
one?
Yes.
Oh, probably the one that made me pretty.
Okay. I can't remember which one. Which one was that? Do you
The
remember?
Hold on, I
charisma
got it.
one. Hold
Yeah,
on.
the charisma one.
The
I have it right
charisma
now.
one. Okay, hold on.
Hold
I think that was in the original docket, so that would be Xantras.
Yeah.
So you would see the spectral form as you see it as Xantras, and if I recall correctly, he was kind of like a very effeminate kind of elf-looking skeleton. That's all you saw was a skeleton. But now you see him; it's kind of like it's like a gender swap on Galadriel when she does the evil, right? When she's like, all will worship me kind of deal. She lingers above you and says, "You are mine, you shall serve. Your understanding of life ends here. If they recall you, when you are recalled by the others, you will serve." And you are her pawn in this game, as Inweir is the pawn of Drizlash. So you will be dead. But in your dying here, you do stand in the mists, and you are going to be watching the remainder of this fight. Is the reincarnation immediate? I can't recall. I'm looking for it right now.
I didn't read it. We didn't say. I just says that.
As the new
Yeah,
body
that's-
is within 10 feet of the old one after it has been used 3 times.
Yeah,
It's
it
done.
instantly reincarnates when it dies as though it's the target.
Got it.
Yeah.
So then go ahead and let's go to reincarnation.
We can be able to tell each other for Bay and Bay now.
Just random
You could
person
before she's
disappears in the
furry
middle of our
now.
fight.
Did you forget she's furry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Roll a d10. You are no longer an elf, so you need to remove all qualifiers that make you an elf, and a drow elf at that, and you are now a human.
Oh.
Oh!
Whoa.
And go ahead
Fucking
and
audacity.
I'll remove that, but go ahead and put yourself in a space 10 feet from your body. And her corpse is still there, by the way. Let me double check reincarnate's wording.
Fucking weird.
What is? Did you die? Sadly.
Yeah,
But
so
I lived.
the spell forms a new body, so the other body remains there. So your corpse is just there. And your new body, which has none of the problems physically that your drow body had, but has all of the dark gift things that you acquired.
Nice.
So
You still have the flaws, you still have all of the mental problems, all of that shit. If a physical gift, like a physical part of a gift, was basically what was allowing the power of the gift, which I don't think there are any that you chose that do that, those would be gone. But since that's probably not the case, you're fine. But you no longer have like a sagging face. You no longer have like all of this other shit going on. You're still, I believe, a bitch. The other one was also you're a bitch. And then you're also a bitch because of the 3 flaws or 2 or 3 flaws. It's like you can't take no for an answer. Gross stuff is gross.
Everything has to
Don't
be
let
pretty.
poor people near you. Yeah.
Am I a girl or a boy?
No pores.
So I would say that that's up to you. I don't personally like gender swap stuff.
Okay.
If it makes the player uncomfortable, but if you want to do it, like I'm fine with that.
Roll for it.
Oh
That'd
yeah,
be
can I
fucking
roll
hilarious.
for it?
If you, it's your call. It's your. I'm not putting it on you. It could go either way. In my opinion, it's your call.
Okay,
Could
roll
be
for it.
completely sexless. It would be great.
You could be completely
Oh, yeah.
sexless. It could be
You could be like a
asexual.
Ken doll.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm not doing
boy.
Oh my god.
Odds are boy, evens are girl. Oh boy!
Okay, so I'm gonna say
That's a big deal.
feature-wise, you very much look like Faye in her original form when we first got her, right? Your hair is not white. It would probably be either blonde or black, I presume, just based on, styling.
Probably black.
And then
Yeah.
completely naked man
Genetically.
appears over there. The only thing that is different from everything that I just mentioned is directly on the chest of this new human form is a mark, an Eldritch mark that looks similar to the spider mark on Inweir, but instead it is like a crown kind of shape.
My favorite thing, a crown.
Hell yeah.
So Bay, that all happens, and as you're like talking, it's like Little Mermaid because you can't speak because you're in a zone of silence. Wait, actually, let's find out if you're in a zone of silence. Does silence have a concentration prerequisite?
I don't think I saw that.
We'll double
check.
There's so
Why
much
is my-
shenanigans in such a short amount of time.
It does.
There goes
so
darkness.
Bless is out. Silence is up. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw for concentration, Aveline.
Constitution.
Yep, and the DC would have been 33 halved is 16, so you fail. So the silence will actually deactivate. Wait, no, you're not blessed because you silenced to get the blood. Yeah. So then that's it. Bay, you're up. Your sword is over there. It is your turn, and
I just watched my sister die.
Oh,
so
she died.
I would just...
He's still holding her head.
Yeah.
In your face. Okay. So you kind of bring the blade in, and he kind of moves the head, and you watch the psychic blade enter into your sister's head, and then he moves it to block the second attack, and blocks with her face. Each time, her face kind of constantly changes to a more agony.
Damn it!
God.
And he's like,
damn, that's
Oh, look.
Oh, John.
He is
and then,
sobbing and
as you
angry and just
as you start crying, he
enraged.
goes, "Oh, it's fine," and he throws your sister's head over his shoulder. It bounces on the stone, and blood splatters all over the place.
Goodness.
Come with this, John.
So, can I voluntarily roll for insanity?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, for sure. Madness.
Do I?
Yeah,
am
I
no
definitely
longer
fail that.
cursed?
Huh?
Since I died, do I no longer have madness?
Oh no, that's still present. All of the mental problems. Yeah. It's like
you're
it's
just
kind
not
of
that body anymore.
It's kind of similar to this. I don't want to go there. That was probably a bad joke. Okay.
So,
Madness.
I failed.
Got you. So we are looking at a roll. This is going to be an indefinite madness. D100.
Okay. 32.
You must bend the truth, exaggerate, or outright lie to be interesting to other people. This is the madness that cracks inside of you. The reason for it is your sister was always the life of the party. Her form has been completely shattered before you, and you know in your heart of hearts that it's now because she has been distorted by the dark gifts to a human. A mortal being that will never live more than 100 years, you know that you have to be the life of the party. The it girl.
I'm fine, okay? I'm fine!
Oh, wait.
How would you like to take your turn? Or do you want to just roll on the ground? Oh, you already psychic blade. Zuleika, you're up.
You made me stab my
Alright.
sister in the face
I
twice.
remember, I'm sorry. I remember
We're gonna try to hit this guy again.
I love it.
Anytime. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Damage.
guessing one hits.
Yeah, just the one. Okay, so you swing high and kind of clatter against the steel. He doesn't even seem to be noticed and is still laughing at Bay, almost like standing over her like a bully. So you bring the second attack in and hit him on the shoulder, which will actually cleave him in like a section. Cut into his like clavicle and cut down hard enough that he like breaks open, falls to the ground laughing on his knee, looks up at you. Blood just shooting out of his side, and you swing with that last attack, and it's not technically a hit, but I'm gonna say that it is because you killed him on the last one. You kind of bury the greatsword directly into his face, which locks into like a rictus kind of like grin, and his eyes filled with life, still staring at you as his body like slumps away from the greatsword. Oh, Kelder's great.
Anyway.
Well,
Thanks, Chad. And just to make sure,
I have one hit point.
just to make sure you understand, Chad, if you ever watch this, it's the echo. It's not the okay. All right, because we are in the mists, baby. Yeah, the body of Kelder falls to the ground, holding his very cool-looking sword.
I will take the very cool. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna go get this sword that was dropped over here,
Strider Spike.
and then give it back to you.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I literally look like I'm gonna fall over, and I'm just like
Don't worry.
not
This naked
sobbing. Don't worry.
man. Don't worry. Wait. This naked man comes over and Bay hugs you and
Even more fun. The bits.
Are they covered in fur? Oh, the bits.
No. Eveline's gonna like cover her eyes, like
I'm
cover
gonna
her
start-
gaze.
I'm gonna start taking this guy's clothes off of him and hand them to this new naked man that I'm pretty sure is just.
So you would actually be
That-
surprised that it looks like the headless drow elf's clothes would probably fit the naked man better.
Oh, it's not
I'm
letting
still
me-
gonna take them off of this guy and hand it to this guy.
No one's gonna steal Adelaide from the naked man.
It's what makes
Oh,
more
God.
sense to me to give a man a man's clothing.
Fair. Zuleika's
So
very...
Also, I want to humiliate him even in death.
Oh, okay. So
There you
now
go, metal.
he's naked. Totally fair.
Wait.
Do you...
And
How
there's
are-
a sword.
What's the condition of the
Why don't
clothes?
you should kick him a couple times too.
So both...
I am. I'm doing it on purpose.
I would say
Just-
both available sets of clothing are going to be covered with blood. The outfit...
But if you wear the clothing of your enemy,
He was wearing a suit
It gains their
of studded
courage.
leather armor. If you have the spell Mending as a
And their
cantrip, you
AC.
can restore it to its shape. Otherwise, it is effectively broken. He is also wielding the sword, which we'll just go ahead and spare time, is a sword of sharpness. Unfortunately,
can I rip into his chest and take out his heart?
crit. You
What does that
can.
look like?
Holy mom, that bitch.
You can. When you get into his body deep enough, his body starts becoming mist and melding with the rest of the room. His clothing
I was gonna
remains,
do
but his
do the
physical
thing,
body
do the thing.
starts becoming the mist.
Can I rip out the heart and say, "Quick, eat it and gain his courage"?
There, I like that. We encourage that behavior.
It becomes mist in your hand before it is taken.
No!
Damn.
I'll lick my hand.
Oh
It
god.
tastes like,
I like-
mist.
Hey, suck it all
I
up.
don't.
Does it taste like
You
heart
understand-
mist, though? Does it taste like the
I
mist
do
of
not
a heart?
understand your friend.
Y'all.
But when I resurrect, did I come back with hit points and
Oh
spell slots?
yeah, you're at full hit points.
And spell slots or no?
Yeah, I would say
Oh.
so. You're brand new, I believe, is what it says. Let me double check.
Faye,
Okay.
you're why
You
are
have a
you
penis.
You're human now. Seems.
Kinda,
Okay.
I hate to point out, hanging from the ceiling here, that kind of ironic that they got a crown on their chest after they died.
He'll
Wait,
Yeah.
what is your damage with the damn crown, dude?
Somebody
We-
please
we
tell
do
that man
not-
to put some clothes on.
They
Oh,
just
yeah,
shrugged.
That man is
I-
my sister.
Yeah,
I
he
gave
should-
this man the man's clothing. They can put it on. We must go.
Goes-
There's no time for cry.
Wait,
Also, I really can I
Wait.
please get?
Put-
I am.
Put the clothes on
We
that
must
man.
go.
I'm literally like holding my guts in right now.
Oh, sure,
With
sure.
my-
I healed you 9. I healed you 9.
Okay. They're
Yeah,
like
your guts are on
tucked
the
in
inside.
there, but I still kind of have to hold them.
So,
Mhm.
do you want any more of the items that he had, or just the what I described, the clothing?
Yeah, what else you got?
Okay.
Is
So
the clothing in better condition than mine? As in, like, is my clothing broken?
technically yes, but the shoulder of the tunic and the studded leather jerkin would
Mend
be
it.
completely ruined. If you have the spell mending, you could fix it, but I
No.
don't believe that's on the docket for your crew.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my old clothes.
So you're wearing your old
Yeah, we
top and
rip
like
shit.
his bottoms,
Yeah, we rip apart.
because like when you put on your pants, they're like a little tight in that area, and it looks like he had a little bit more give. You know what I'm saying? So you wear his pants and you wear your top.
Okay, yeah.
No, don't.
So,
Just
so
ignore
Kelder's
your
not a
jokes, John.
Ken doll. Got it.
No, he is definitely packing. I presume. I don't know. It's up to her. Like, the charisma is high, so I'm just saying, like, what are the ladies like? I don't
Let's not corrupt our.
Is that based on
everybody
charisma?
throws up for no reason. Let's get this game back what it's supposed to be.
Oh wait, are we saying that penis size is based on charisma?
Shut up! I don't want to talk about.
Do you know how much charisma
That makes
I
a lot of sense, though.
What?
That makes
Wait,
a lot
Yo,
of
21.
my
sense.
sister's
I'm
hung like a
21.
horse.
have?
What?
21 charisma.
Same.
Can I?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not
you
wearing
know what they
clothes.
say
I'm
about a man with charisma.
Well,
Come on,
just,
Alright.
just throw on like a pair of pants. Totally chill, right? Like looking dope.
I'm
Good
not wearing
commando.
clothes.
What I will say too is he has a pair of
I need chaps.
he has a pair of bracers, and he also has a ring, and he also
What was
has
that?
a key ring.
I would like the key ring and the ring
Okay,
because they're
I
shiny.
said E-ring.
you wear the
I
ring?
was like, what the fuck?
I make Aveline sniff it first.
she smells it.
What?
Smell funny.
What?
Can
Does it
Am I
smell bad?
supposed?
Does
I,
it smell bad?
it
The
smells
man
like
Can I put it
metal.
on?
Fairly well kept.
Can I put it on?
Be my guest.
All
All right.
Trying to fight that.
When
Y'all
you're-
didn't stop me. I put it on.
When you put
Wait,
the ring
the-
on, you can feel 2 bolts of metal like needles enter into your flesh.
Ow, that hurt.
Damn.
Oh my.
They did
Thanks,
not-
Aveline.
There did not appear to be wounds on his fingers when you pulled it off, nor was there any resistance to it coming off.
But when I try and pull it off, it's not going anywhere.
Correct.
Oh my.
Cool.
Come here. I gotta identify that. But
Yeah, I asked you to smell it, my guy. Like both of you.
the smelling
You
is not
do
gonna
the
do
magic.
anything magic.
Fucking
You
Just
just-
shut the
They
finger
I
have
up.
said
a
give
point.
me
The
time.
ring smells. The ring smells just fine.
You did just
What about
ask me
the
to smell it. You didn't
It
ask for anything
smells-
else.
It smells
Just
like
cut the
a
finger off.
small blonde man.
It's probably gonna smell like fire if there's blood on it.
what did
Would anyone
you
be-
do?
Would anyone be opposed to me casting some healing for us?
Please.
No.
Or
No,
or
not
we
at
could
all.
take. Or we could take.
Oh,
dying.
wait, hold on, Bait. It would have dealt 1 point of damage to you.
Oh God.
I healed her for
Warm
9.
I know, but
Oh
she did get
my
pierced.
That
by
would have
the-
been hilarious if you wouldn't
Yeah.
have fucking healed me and I just dropped after putting. Ah!
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
Can we retcon? Can we retcon that I did that before
no,
you
no,
healed
no,
me?
no, no. We're where we're at.
See who you turn into.
Oh,
Now we're gonna start dying on purpose.
for real.
Oh my.
Okay, so
The bracers. Can we get an identifier on the bracers, Johnny?
Yeah.
the bracers are
Thank you, Johnny.
bracers of celerity.
So it's leaders for.
Bracers of celerity are a rare, wondrous item that requires attunement. This pair of lightweight bronze bracers is lined with soft purple velvet and engraved with swirling designs. While you are wearing these bracers, all your speeds increase by 10. You have advantage on saving throws you make to avoid or end the paralyzed or restrained condition on yourself. They are in the book. They are listed, or they are in the Phandelver and below the Shattered Obelisk. So if you type them, they should show up fine in the compendium.
What's this? No,
Alright,
tell me what it is.
Alright, hold on, give me a second. As he identifies it. Goes around sniff. Gonna
The ring is a ring of proof against. Let me double check the name. I'm probably using the old name. I'm just gonna type proof. Yeah. So there's a ring of proof against detection and location, which is an amulet normally, but for our purposes, it is a ring. Basically, her location cannot be detected by the divinations or other scrying sensors. But you would note that this has a curse on it, and in this game, we're not doing the curse as a blessing. We're just doing curse being identifiable. So curse is that it can be detected by one individual, Golthias.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, well, if we
Sure,
kill him, it won't be a
second
problem.
stringer.
I like this
Sure,
ring.
but-
Okay.
But he probably knows where we are now. All time. We can't
Not
get the jump on
necessarily.
him.
Being able to detect a person is not equivalent to finding them. Like, you can detect them. They
Well,
cannot
and
hide
can
from
he
you.
detect
It's not
who
a
the person
location.
is or who's wearing the ring? Like, just the ring? That's also a question.
So you normally
it?
cannot be detected. However, that is omitted, so he can detect you. So it doesn't mean that he can detect you because you're wearing the ring.
He's not trace-
It means that
Tracking.
the
If
benefit
he looks
of
for
the
me, he can find me.
if the benefit of the ring were to be
You can't hide from him.
right, you can hide from
Okay.
everyone else except him.
Oh, we're doing a
Oh, I
short
see.
rest?
Oh, I
Are
thought.
we?
Well, I cast Prayer of Healing. I don't know if I also clicked through for the short rest.
So
Because
prayer
you
of
get
healing,
the benefit.
11 healing for everybody. Did everybody get
And-
that?
Are we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
Oh,
also
and you
doing
also
a
get
short
the
rest?
benefits. Oh, you get the benefits of short rest with player of healing. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
They updated
Aveline,
it.
you are a saint.
So you don't have
Me-
to.
Technically, I'm not a saint yet.
Well, you get the benefits of a short rest, not the healing of a short rest, right?
That's a
No.
benefit.
Let me check the wording. Hold on.
Because I get my spell
Man,
slots back. Because
I
of
got the
that
heat.
spell.
I have the hit
It doesn't
dice
say that
spec.
you take a short rest. It says you gain the benefits of a short rest, which would be like all the reset function of a short rest. I think, but I'm gonna just double
I
check.
believe that would also include the HP. It's just that you don't actually take the time.
All right, we'll allow it. I mean, I'm fine with it.
And do I get my spell slots back since
That's a benefit.
short rest?
Yeah, it is listed as a benefit in the 2024. Correct.
Yeah. Yep.
Spend hit
The
dice.
greatest ever.
Special features.
I have no idea what my hit die is.
If you hit the
so
short rest.
she's not the
I-
same as you.
I don't-
So, stop it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just learned this today.
So, great fun fact for NPCs. You don't regain hit points in the same way as a PC does. Instead, you regain a number of hit points equal to half your hit point total on a short rest and all of your hit points on a long rest.
Okay, cool. That's pretty nice. Let's see.
Sorry for being dumb,
Calculator.
guys.
No, it's okay.
No, you're
I
good.
didn't know that shit either.
Oh.
You're fine.
Yeah, I didn't know it, but no, thank you so much for the short rest though. Getting all the spell slots back is very nice.
No ogling my sister.
I
Thank you.
No, I don't want to ogle.
My computer.
Ogle,
Ogle.
ogle away.
Ogle.
You're just
I feel like she's like ogle away. and, like,
look at me, look at me.
I'm only 10 HP down now, so I'm doing cool.
Sweet. And I believe, has 8 hours have passed since we entered the castle or no? I don't think so, right? Hasn't been that long.
No.
No, okay, so my death ward's still up, okay. Keeping track.
Okay, so everybody got the healing that they need?
Yeah.
Oh, you okay?
Kitten.
Okay.
You know, for that animal.
Aw, baby kitty.
Aw,
Big.
Oh my god, he's so
Yeah.
big.
That makes 3 kitties.
Oh, my
Oh,
baby
my
kitty. Heard me
Shiro's
say
been in
baby kitty.
the
and
side
came
drawer
running.
all evening, being very sweet and good and not doing
Oh.
bad stuff.
Now you jinxed it.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
Predator
I
time.
I just pet him enough that he woke up and his ear flicked, so he's probably going to be a terrorist now.
You know, Aveline, for you blessing
think-
me and doing that for me, I should help you out back. As he goes to pat you on the back, your eye starts to glow. He's got to put death ward on you.
Oh,
Which means when you die, you don't die, you get 1 hit point.
sick.
We're a very valuable member of this team, so we don't want you to see you die. You know, that's quite the blessing,
You
but
die,
I
we
mean,
die.
She like crosses her arms. As long as we kill Gulthias, it's all good.
Agreed.
Oh, I just broke my camera. I was trying to show you my kitty. She was sleeping in a box.
Do you
Let us
wish
go.
to continue?
Yes.
You've already gone up these stairs before.
yeah, we gone up there.
Okay.
If you want to go back down to
It was
where
this door. That
originally.
was the thing.
That
Did
door
we
is
open
locked.
this?
Oh,
What about
we-
the key that he had on him? You
Okay.
said he had a key,
If you
right?
use the keys that
We should
he
use
has,
his
one of
key.
the keys in testing will open the locked door here. Inside, you will see a shadowy room. Appears to be in perfect order. A great table stands here with its chair, inkwell, and quill set carefully in place. Lances, swords, and shields that bear the Turanian crest are hung neatly on the dark oak paneled walls. You would hear a voice speak, "Is he dead?" And you do not know where it came from. All of you appear to think it comes from a different place.
He has returned to the mist.
Excellent. One of you was foolish enough to pick his ring from his corpse and bind it to yourself.
Yeah, that was me.
Foolish. The devil's Gulthias will know where you are. You will not be able to hide from his view. However, I demand something of you. You have done something great, but you have freed me from my torturous servitude under that thing. I require a token, something from him, so that I can break his bonds on me. If you do not grant it, I will tear it from your corpse.
We do not
We
need
have a
his sword.
shirt. You want a shirt?
do have
It
his
must be
clothing.
something of import.
What about one of the rings he had?
He had the one ring, and it is now bound to Bay because she put it on. The ring is not an
Just
option. Tattered clothings are not an option. The
Wait,
sword,
he didn't have a. Oh,
No,
okay.
he had a key in a ring.
the
We
bracers
do not need his sword.
are the only two things that he would be interested
Yeah.
in.
Sword.
So we
Yeah.
can't
Do
cut
not
the
need it.
finger off.
Yeah, you could. You have a
Give him
sword
the
of sharpness.
bracers. Give
So-
him the bracers.
Do you want to give him your finger or the sword?
We do not need the sword.
You do not need the sword.
I'm just
I'm
trying to
going
help.
to hand the sword over to
You
whatever
start-
this is. I'll put
You
it on
start
the table.
offering out the sword and just hanging it out and about. You see a
I'm just gonna
massive
set it on the table.
black hand appear from seemingly nowhere and grasp the hilt of the sword. As it does so, if you've ever seen Fantasia, the shadowy demon figure in that animation effectively is what this thing looks like as it takes up the sword and looks at it. You watch it fizzle into dust in its hand, and its eyes kind of seal shut, then open again, now with a bright yellow light. And then the demon in front of you vanishes from view as you free a demon from the plane of dread into the abyss.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
He's just like in Fantasia. He's like,
Yeah.
these nails. Still my nails in.
That's how he disappears into the abyss. He vanishes
home.
in that way.
You're welcome.
Before he leaves,
did.
or as he's leaving, you would hear him say, "To the west wall, seek behind the shield," and then he vanishes.
Is there a shield on the west wall?
Yes, it's right here in this corner over here.
I'm gonna shoot.
Behind the shield.
Can I look in the
I
desk?
would like. I was just gonna say. I
So
would
it's
like
a-
to rifle through the
It
desk.
is not so much a desk as it is a great table. So this would be more like, not so much like a desk, but like a place that would be done, a planning of like movements would be done. The only thing that you see that is on the table is a journal that appears to be written in such a frantic patterning that it is absolutely illegible. What I mean by that is you see like the alphabets of the common tongue, the Davic script of dwarves, the Rulonic script of elves, all of these different alphabets being used in mid-sentence, not changing from word to word, but changing within the context of a word, creating paradigms of like vocabulary where your brain is like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make...
This
Crazy.
this
I can't read that
definitely
shit.
belonged to the small blonde man.
And a map of the region, Tarania. But if you check behind the shield, you'd find a lever which activates a secret door, causing the door to fall out beneath you, and an access portal that leads down, down, down.
I wasn't sure if that music was coming from something outside of my ear.
Roll 20. I forgot to turn it back on when we got done with the fight.
It like startled me.
It's even funnier when people come in before a game and they're like here like hours before, and I'll just come in here and like blare something like crazy loud, like just for the fun of it, like, you know, something like this. That usually gets people. But do you wish to descend down these steps? Go back to the steps you haven't descended, go back to the steps you haven't ascended, or go back to the other steps you haven't ascended.
The demon told us to go
I
this way.
think-
No,
Yeah,
the demon
I
said...
think listening to a demon is a great idea.
The demon just said there's a secret door there. He didn't say you should go that way.
He didn't
Well,
say we
he pointed
should.
to it.
He
You
didn't
know
say
what? We
don't.
gave him a sword. He gave us this. We're gonna do this. I think. Maybe.
Yeah, fair dibs, fair trade. Sure.
No, let's go.
Okay,
Let's do it.
bear with me for a second then. Everybody get in the stairwell in the formation you're going to descend down, and I'll use that.
Wait, let the man walk in front.
Alright, do your fucking stick.
I will kill you.
I'll come
No,
back
you won't.
again.
And I will kill you again.
Maybe I won't be
There
a
is no
man.
limit to murder.
Okay, so I'm just going to assume that these two are here. Is that fair? Since they weren't moving their tokens. Alright, I'm moving to the 12. And then pop.
It must be
Wow.
nice finally having a taste of male privilege.
Right.
Just swinging that thing. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Careful, I'll take my pants off, okay?
Keep swinging like that, you take
Whoa.
somebody's eye out.
Wait, I came back. I was like, I'm gonna take their pants off. What?
And then 21 charisma.
Exactly, I was gonna say.
Wait.
A sword all on its own?
The staircase descends down into shadow. It looks like it ends at a landing, and then turns to the left. The panel ahead of you kind of looks similar to the panel, like the landing kind of looks similar to, like, you know, the stonework you've been walking on throughout. However, it does look like there is spatterings of something. It's almost like the stonework is speckled in a way.
Okay.
Okay, pause for a second.
Nope.
Back up to Zuleika. Sorry.
Oh.
79.
79 what?
Damage.
Hit points.
Oopsie.
I die. No.
So, as you step onto it, you would see a symbol appear that seems to connect the dots of the speckling, a very massive glyph of magical energy. When the glyph activates, you would see that a vision, or rather the visage, of Gulthias appears, like directly near you. And he looks at you. You have worn out your welcome. Whatever gods you believe in cannot save you now.
I'm gonna slice at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Believing.
Not ready for this.
Ah.
I believe
Not a
in
good
the gods when I believe in myself. Go.
I'm not polite. Okay, I'm not a good dinner
Were you all
guest.
rolling
You
initiative?
shouldn't have invited
Yeah.
me.
If you want to be in this fight.
Would the true sight see?
Oh yeah, he's not there. He's not there.
Yeah, he's not there. Yeah.
So we'll just go ahead and rotate through. Sorry, I didn't see how far up you moved yourself because you were towards the back before, but fair. You weren't here when I asked you to be in line, so I had you towards the back. But yeah, Zuleika, you cut through him.
Oh, I was.
Not you, John. Jesus Christ, wrong
Oh.
John. We're not the same person, all three of us. It can't be true. You cut through him, he becomes mist and just dissipates. And yeah, that's right. I had you roll initiative.
Nope.
Scared me. Gave me a goddamn heart attack.
The glyph fades from view.
No, good.
Wait.
Jonathan's
Because I
talking.
see Zuleika do that, I'm gonna take out my dagger. And be like, ha! Like, because now I feel like I'm so tough now. I'm gonna be like, I'm a chicken, so I'm gonna follow behind her the whole
I genuinely
time. but
wonder what it would be like, you know, being like a drow elf female for 100 or so years, right? And then dying, and then just being like this testosterone laden, like, you know, very young man, like probably in, you know, early 20s or like late teens, right? Like just, you know, young, dumb, filled with
Full of.
Look,
Monster and
words
rage.
that we're not going to say.
Careful, there's a child here.
Full of
You're a
chunk.
oh
zoomer
my
now.
god.
There's
I think
a
it's
child
really
and a virgin
Hey,
princess. We
it's-
need to protect them.
I am not a child.
If you
I
come
didn't
down to the
realize I
bottom
was
of the
muted because
stairs,
of the fucking dogs.
there's a keyhole.
Oh.
You can see kind of through it, and you can see it looks like there's some sort of light on the other side. Do you... what would you like to do?
I would like to look through the keyhole.
Yeah, it's just light. It's like an orangey kind of colored light coming from the keyhole.
I would like to pull out the keyring that I stole from the little elf man.
Okay.
And
You kind of oscillate through it, and then kind
Yeah.
of test it. You know a bit about locks, but you find the key well
This-
enough, and you are able to open the door.
The small blonde man.
Inside this room, you would see a 30-foot square room rising to a 20-foot high flat ceiling. There's a stone brazier that burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. With each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of a colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, a wooden-framed hourglass, as tall and as wide as a dwarf, hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom, though it doesn't appear that there's any, thing stopping it. Written in the glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. There are 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback poised to charge with swords drawn that stand in deep alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them. I'm going to ask everybody to tell me what you're doing. I'm going to start with Lark, since she's already moving around. What are you doing in this space?
Well, I was here. I'm looking around. You already described that. I honestly do not care what is written on things. I don't think Zulika does. So I'd like to take a closer look at this statue.
Okay. The statue in question definitely has the look of power to it. The metal that it's made out of looks like it's iron, and it almost looks like there are partitions in the construction of it that would allow for oscillation, almost as if someone put in articulation into not only the horse, but also the rider.
I'm going to try to forcefully articulate it.
Nothing happens.
Move it. Huh. This is strange. It's like a puppet, but it does not move.
Null, you're next on the docket for me. As Zuleka moves over to it and kind of starts trying to play with the horse head and probably armor, the most reachable things, what would Null be doing?
And we see the
oh god, it's
crystals
doing
here, right?
Yeah. On the
He's
side
gonna
of the
try
brazier.
to.
Don't
Yeah,
forget that
he's
there's a
gonna-
message on the bottom of this hourglass.
Oh, yeah, but the gems caught his eye. There,
Yeah.
in the brazier. Seeing if there is any magical properties to it or any,
Yeah,
reason
so
to
the entirety of the brazier glows, and it's a prismatic coloration that seems to be kind of funneling up to the light, and the light itself seems to be glowing in a what would be conjuration magic.
One
For us,
does identify.
that would be an orange coloration, hence the orange light.
Can I try to make out what that is for an Arcana check, perhaps?
There's no Arcana check that will help you here.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
then
can
you-
help.
Yeah, other than this must be some sort of method of travel, or some method of summoning.
Oh, I see. Then I guess afterwards you read the plaque.
Oh, okay. So who, Aveline and Faye, it looks like you two are kind of moving to read. Is that fair?
I was actually gonna cast Analyze Device.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead and throw that up on the table for me.
Yep.
Oh, Clockwork is a spell category we don't get to use. Sorry. That
Oh
is
my
not from
God.
one of the books that I wrote, so... nor is
Well,
it
you
from
know what?
D&D. I specifically told you what books are allowed. Some people pay attention. Some people have been reprimanded already.
I promise I was picking out of those books. Okay?
I have a spell called Analyze, not Analyze Device. Very
Oh.
different.
Is it different?
Yeah. Analyze from Gathering Magic is... What level spells Analyze Device?
1.
Analyze is a second level spell, if I recall correctly. Yep, and it reads as follows. You magically learn a single creature that you can see within range's capability to remain standing in combat and its resistances and weaknesses. The creature must succeed on an intelligence saving throw. On a failure, you learn the creature's current and maximum hit point totals, as well as any immunities, resistances, or weaknesses the creature has. It's analyzed similar to Octopath.
Yeah. It's that analyzed.
Yeah.
It's not a creature.
Right.
So, okay, so there's nothing denoting. Sorry, I was just looking at my spells that I could pick.
When you look them up in the compendium, you'll see that they have a source listed underneath what they're at, and that should also be true in the character builder. The only sources that are allowed are the Player's Handbook 2024 and Gathering Magic Mystical Archives. Only books. Reading it, the hourglass, it will read as follows. Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green is to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb. And
Oh
I
my gosh.
will post that.
Oh, that's a lot of writing.
in
Oh, thank you.
The general. Well, it's written down so you can read it, so that's typically something I would post for sure.
What if you cast the ring into the fire?
And a quick
Sorry.
note on like if it pops like that, spell wise, like if you're looking for something, if it has parentheses like a subtype under divination or it's like school type, that is definitely going to be a Midgard spell. So again, I have it all because Roll20 is goofy. If I don't have all of the resources that I've purchased over time accessible at once, it is a pain in the ass. So I just leave it open, and I'm sorry that it's complicated. I wish Roll20 were cool. Don't start on me, Lark. Don't even start. I don't want to hear about D&D
There's an
Beyond.
app for that.
I don't want to hear about D&D Beyond. I don't want to hear about it.
What about Foundry? What about Foundry?
Fuck Foundry.
Okay,
Also,
I have not mentioned it once this game.
yeah, I know. I understand the bit though.
Very good.
But I want to say
You
too,
did that.
I want to say too, for Foundry, the reason why we're in Roll20 and shall remain in Roll20 for some time is because I've been with Roll20 since 2013, and I have bought a lot of resources in Roll20. Those resources are not transferable to any other medium. So, unless people are willing to crazily uptick their Patreon amounts, I don't think anytime soon we're going to be making a transfer over to something new. We may dip our waters with other systems, dip our toes in the water with other systems. But as far as D&D, yeah, I have every single book that exists, and I don't have those for any other format. Sorry. Back to the point at hand. The Brazier's Flame, as mentioned, is magic. It sheds no warmth.
I'm joking. Don't worry.
John is the only one who gets that one.
What'd you say?
Oh, Lark posted in the Roll20 chat as if she were her
But I
character
can
from the
do
Monday
this.
game.
From no, not even from a completely different thing. But
Oh, never mind then.
yeah.
Is that from D&D?
It might just be.
Wait, you can roll D&D? Oh yeah, I know. I already know.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can-
yeah, I
like,
can.
You can,
Yeah, I recognized it the second. It's like, wait a second, that's not Roll20.
Let's
That's
focus
something
back
else.
up on the game.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry.
I mean, I could just open up Charlatan.
No. What are we doing?
I'm still not allowed in the room yet.
Why?
You were lining people up.
No.
Well, I said they were reading.
Individually.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Bay, are you doing anything in particular? Sorry, you're right. It is. I am the jerk. It is my fault.
I'm looking for any sort of hidden. Or are these doors at the north?
They are. They are also locked doors, but if you kind of oscillate the keys, you'll eventually find ones that will work for these doors. And then, John, what is Inweir doing when he steps in?
He would go inside and then look at whatever they're reading.
Okay. Yeah, so you see it as it says. Do you unlock the door to the north?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you open it, you would see that it is a staircase that looks like it descends into mist.
Okay.
Instantly closes. Understandable. And with the statue over here, it's the same one as that one over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't see anything funky with True Sight.
Yeah, so again, they do have magical auras. They appear to have pretty potent magical auras. Everything that is not the floor, ceiling, or walls and doors in this space is magical.
Gotcha. Hey. What's in that door?
That door is locked, but if you are unlocking it,
Yep.
it is a staircase that goes up.
Okay.
Were we looking for a sword that was at a grave site? That would be where the
Yes.
coffin side.
That is what you were looking for.
That would be where the coffin
Where's
side.
the
would
link?
be.
It's like y'all have the attention span of like a really.
I just want you to
shitty
find
man.
your damn sword and your holy
Yeah,
whatever
just-
so that we can go kill this bitch.
This guy, yeah. Hey,
Oh, we could
gotta
take
get things.
this to where the coffin side.
Okay.
That's a good idea, actually.
What about this door at the bottom?
Yeah, we should check out the doors before we do that, though.
Okay. When you open this door, you would see what appears to be the back end of a massive curtain.
I would like stealthily like peek.
Okay. So when you look out of the curtain, you would see two large wooden thrones that appear to be resting on a balcony. You're coming from behind the throne. There's a massive red velvet curtain that's 30 feet long and 10 foot high. There do not appear to be any. There does not appear to be anyone in the seats.
Can I see like what's beyond it, like what they're looking at?
You can hear what sounds like commotion of like chatter, but it also sounds like just idle grunting and sounds. But whatever they're looking upon, whatever would be looked upon by this balcony, is some distance below.
Okay. So I would come back and like tell them that, like, do you want me to try and see what's in there?
I mean, what's the harm in doing so? Let's go for it.
Okay.
Do you want me to see what is in there?
No. No.
You pretty
Do you want me to see what is in there?
No.
Yes. Send the newly minted man.
No.
Yes.
We're good. We're good. I got this. I got this.
Okay,
I
so
think
if
that
you kind
would
of
be
pull the curtain
hilarious.
astride and kind of head out over to it, you come
like, I
to
like
the
creep.
balcony, and down below, about 30 or so feet down, you would see a very, very stark difference in floor patterning. You've been walking on the castle floor. The floor below looks like it is a just rubble-strewn, kind of like tattered mess. That it looks like it's covered with like slickness, and there's a steam to the space as well. idly walking around in this space and kind of pulling themselves up from piles of dirt and dust and bone are bodies. And the chattering that I mentioned before that you are hearing are them as they seemingly kind of start to move in your direction, looking up at you.
No.
Their eyes are red pips, just like red little pinhole lights. You move back through the curtain, through the door, shut it, and you would have seen that at their level, though, there did look like there was an access point to the east.
Okay, so there is a way through, but there's a bunch of dead people. Nal, are you hungry?
I mean, I do have a bunch of bones here, but
there's like some fresh
Dead people are my specialty.
ones down there.
I'll consider it. I want something particularly fresh from appetite.
There look like some cool kneecaps down there, so like maybe we go. Yeah, no.
You know, I am.
You remember the last time we went into a room full of dead people? We got it.
I mean, he is kind of curious, you know what?
Were we the dead people? I really don't remember.
No, the skeletons in their
Guys,
bed.
the skeletons. The skeletons.
Killed them.
Remember when
like-
we walked in, there was a bunch of like casks and stuff, and like caskets, and we went.
Oh
and
yeah,
there
we
anyway.
killed
and-
them all.
yep.
Okay.
Dead people are never a
Alright.
problem for your crew.
All right, let's do this.
They can always be more dead.
True.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready, holy lady?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where it is on the character sheet.
Okay.
That's what turn undead, and then
Seer Undead is an added effect that you get later. Yep.
okay.
It
So
just
I start with
boosts it.
turn.
Yeah, turn just is Seer for higher level.
All right. So
Cool.
I would like let her get ready, and then look her back for Null and Aveline.
Okay. Does anybody like? So I want to make sure that you are. So John, you did mention something, and you did focus on it, but no one was paying attention to you. I did hear you. So before everyone else moves out, do you wish to do anything with the brazier?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And hear what John had to say.
Everybody just ignored
So yeah,
you.
that's a great idea. What? I said
You can go
something
back
about it.
I believe they said they didn't even love you. I think were the words that they
No,
used.
that's a lie.
That's-
I
that's the
love
way-
you.
that's the way
I
that's the
do
way I
like
took it.
Crown
Yeah.
more
No,
than you.
no.
So if you pull the curtains astride and move through, again, it doesn't seem to matter whether you're hiding or not. They appear to kind of move their eyes
Laser
up towards
eyes.
you and kind of start moving towards the balcony very slowly once you come into the balcony area. They don't appear to have any method of getting up there, but yeah, if you wait a couple seconds, they all kind of move over to it and kind of stand there like they're an audience waiting for something to happen.
I'm gonna sit in this chair.
Yeah.
Sing him a song. Come on.
Yeah.
Very
Like a
unladylike, with
fireball.
like a leg over one of the arms, and I'm just going to stare at them.
It's very
Do you think
comfortable.
Do you think that they make them fight for entertainment?
Ooh,
Well, that would be entertaining.
it wouldn't be indeed entertaining. There's a way to get them.
I
fight
wouldn't be
each other.
surprised.
Oh, hey,
This
there's
is
like a
not
fireball
entertaining?
formation for you
Why
there.
would it not be entertaining?
Oh, it would be very entertaining.
Okay, so go ahead and click your turn undead feature.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Okay. Hurry. Run back to my room.
Run, bitch!
Oh damn!
Hold on. Where is it? I'm
Oh,
here.
man.
Now I'm just like.
Great saving throw. DC is 16, right? Or 17. Who cares? I failed it all. So then, let's see. Number of d8 equal to your wisdom modifier. So wisdom modifier is 5?
It is wisdom plus 4.
Okay, so roll 4d8.
48.
Nice.
Oops, I accidentally
yeah,
clicked
the
twice.
first
I'm
one's
sorry.
fine. So then
We'll
all of them
definitely
will just burn in agony and kind of fall into what you now see is a slickness is actually like a very strange looking clear water that they were moving through. And they all kind of just alight,
Oh, you look at them fall.
fall underneath the water and are dead. As like brilliant radiant energy kind of burst out of them.
No, it's kinda
They're
clapping.
so weak, they die to light.
I love it when Aveline does that. Bro, clap.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, she's just like, her reasoning is to like put these things to rest, and you guys are just like.
And then you hear Zuleika say they're so weak they die to light, and that makes you kind of think like Zuleika's insinuating that light is weak, and your god is the morning, the light bringer, the god of the sun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take it too personally.
Fair enough. It's about a 15-foot drop down. The water looks like it's about 3 feet deep as you see the bodies fall into it. It looks like it's very still and kind of dredged very simply, so it doesn't look like it's like deadly or anything. It's not still water or something.
So is it sparkly?
Fuck people.
Well, inside of a basement or underground place, still water can be pretty deadly because microorganisms.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
is pretty nasty.
Stagnant.
Stagnant. Yeah. E.
It's got
That
bad
Florida
smell.
man over there knows all about stagnant water.
I sure do. Man,
I love you, John. Okay, so do you wish to
Oh,
continue down or go back to investigating the brazier, or
you do the idea of what John said earlier.
do you remember what it was?
Yeah, I was throwing one of the stones to like the crypt thingy, or something like that. That effect, right?
What?
With
Yeah, the
the
two.
You and Null,
yeah, with the
Inweir and Null
the-
go
the
back
jet.
towards the brazier. Let's go ahead and just talk it out. Okay, we'll just work through it together. Okay. Now what?
sound like a kid teacher. When you say it like that.
Now what? There are the
Bang.
stones set inside of the rim of the brazier.
What are they doing?
What are you doing?
If we
What-
use the green one, it's going towards what I would assume
They're
is
doing
green.
something. We
So,
should go check.
Null or Inweir, do you pull the green stone out of the brazier's faceting? Or try to?
Well, he's gonna wait
It's up,
till
that's up to you,
everybody
boss.
gets here. He's gonna wait till everybody gets here, then he's gonna do that. Just
Aveline, you make
everybody
your way back as well, or do you wish to stay inside of the dead zombie room?
Nah,
Okay,
follow.
cool. So everybody's there.
yeah, then he's gonna do it.
You grab the green stone and pull it free, and then do you cast it into the fire?
Yeah.
The fire turns brilliant green. And you would see that the fire kind of aloft seems to be showing an image of a interior space. It looks as though this space is very dusty and filled with coffins, kind of littering the space. And you can see that it looks like there's kind of like a bright hillside out the windows that you can see in this space. Does anybody do any, like, that's the fire's glowing that way. You'd also notice that when the stone is cast and the flame turns green, the sands in the hourglass above start funneling down. So
Is there another stone under it, or anything like that? Or
the green
is it
stone is
gone?
currently gone, as you can see it. You don't know what will happen once the sands run out.
I would
Okay.
like to step into the fire.
You walk over to the fire and touch it?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel your body ripped from this place and teleported elsewhere. When you appear on the other side, you can see a green mote of fire and the others peering through it. I am now going to pause everything, and I'm going to ask each of you, after Aveline has done what she's done, sequentially what you wish to do. Aveline, you are inside of a small, quaint building. You can see out the windows that you are no longer in Castle Torinor. You are somewhere with like a hillside and mists, and like it's just an exterior location, small building. So, real quick, Null, what are you doing? It seemed touching the fire with her hand as she moved in caused her to be pulled into the flame and put onto the other side.
And we see her on the other side, like we see it through.
Yep.
Hey, can you hear me?
No.
Gotta call
Okay, can't. Yeah.
So you try to speak to her and do not get her attention. Faye, new Faye, what are you doing?
Jumping in after her.
You touch the fire and go through as well?
Yeah.
Okay. You bump into Aveline as you pass through. Just keep doing that. So, Bay, Noel looks like he's confused and kind of trepidatious, not sure about this. And you watch your new brother, sister, go through the fire. What would you like to do?
Alright. Yeah, I touched the fire. You're like, come
Go
on,
through?
no. Yeah.
Radajon, same situation.
Yeah, I go through.
You go through.
mine,
Zuleika,
dude.
that does not look like inside the castle. Probably not where Gulthias is located. Do you touch the fire or not?
No.
Okay.
That
Aveline.
sounds stupid.
On the other side,
Do
you
not know
realize
what
you
it
have been
does.
pulled to a different location entirely. You are inside of a room that is about 30 feet wide by 50 feet long, but it seems to be kind of broken up into like a divide as if it's like some sort of storeroom. There are a bunch of coffins that are just kind of thrown about. You look like you're inside of like a coffin maker's shop. And there are windows that seem to be kind of out from your location. There are doors in this space, but as you appear here, you would see that the flame that you touched is also present here, sans the brazier. And I will say for Null and for Zuleika, you can see that the sands are brusquely moving through the hourglass, and it looks like there might be 4 more rounds worth of time before they run out. So, Aveline, what are you doing on the other side? Do you wish to investigate this place further, or investigate the flame that you came through?
Yeah, so I think I'd be pretty quick on the uptake here, and I'd want to try and find anything of import
Okay.
in the room.
There is nothing.
Okay.
You would hear what sounds like footfall coming from somewhere inside of the building, like someone's like moving to your location.
Ooh, I would hide.
There is no time. Come back through.
Okay. So,
Okay, then.
well, you can't hear that because it's on the other side.
that's
So I'm going to skip from you. So as you're trying to hide, which we're not going to focus on, we're going to go back to Johnny. You see Zuleika looking up at the hourglass, say kind of, come back through to the fire. What would you like to do?
I think Johnny stepped away. So
Okay.
BRB down.
Johnny focuses on dog being bad, which is Zuleika, so I'll go ahead and give Johnny's turn to Zuleika. I'm assuming you're not doing anything still?
Yeah, I'm not
And are you going to try
do
and stop
anything.
Null from going through? If he were to try
mean-
to.
No, it's just not smart, but I'm not gonna do it.
Okay,
I'm
so
not gonna
then
stop them.
back to the other
If they want to
side.
be dumb, they can be dumb. If
Faye,
they
you
leave
appear.
me, then I go kill Gothias on my own.
Everything I just
Easy.
explained to Aveline is happening for you in real time. This space looks like it's not in the castle, nowhere near your goal, and yeah.
You can see
Okay,
Zulika on
let's
the
go back.
other.
Let's go. Let's. There's nothing here. Let's go.
You're welcome to stay. Faye, what are you doing?
Well, she says go back. I
Okay.
just wasn't gonna
So
let.
you hear
my
Faye
teammate
say that,
go.
you touch the flame. When you do, you're zapped
No,
back.
before I touch the flame, I grab Aveline to go.
Well, Aveline's hiding over there, so she's gonna have to go on her own. So you touch the flame,
No.
whoosh, you're gone.
No, no, I can't leave Aveline. I can't leave Aveline.
Faye, what are you doing?
I'm going to grab Aveline
Aveline
and
is
drag her back.
you go over to Aveline where she's trying to hide and grab her and start dragging her towards the fire. Okay, that's.
I mean, I would be pretty cooperative if someone was like.
Sure. You're not touching the flame yet this turn, so just want to make sure the time limiter is important. John, you are on the other side of the flame, looking around. It looks like a coffin maker's shop. There are no gargoyles. This does not look like where you should be.
Then I would go back as
You
well.
touch the flame, you zap back. On the cycle, it looks like there's about 3 rounds left in the sand, and then it sounds like Bay and Aveline will touch the flame sequentially and zap through. Once you're on the other side, the flame simmers for about 18 more seconds. Once the sands have all filled into the bottom, the green stone and the green flame seem to kind of vanish, restoring back to the white flame. You would see the greenstone appear about an inch above its setting, and then slowly clink back into place.
That's what I was hoping for.
Okay. I'm just gonna pick up
That is
whatever one's
interesting.
closest to me, the yellow one, and put it in the fire then.
That's interesting.
You put it in the fire. When you do,
Yeah,
the
which one's
yellow
yellow?
flame ignites, and you would see what appears to be a masterfully beautiful area. Let me go to explain it real quick from your POV. Oh God, so many. There's a lot of crypts. Oh God damn it. Okay. Black marble steps that appear to kind of lead up to what you're looking at. They looks like a vaulted ceiling, kind of a very evil aura in the whole space. There's a dog barking for some reason. There are 2 coffins in this space that look like they're made out of like lacquered black wood, very finely waxed, just very brilliant brass settings, and the lids on these 2 cases are closed. It also looks like these spaces appear to have access points out from it that are not the door in, which is probably behind your field of vision.
But I do not see any gargoyles.
You do not see any
Nope.
gargoyles in this space. No, just gloomy
Then I'm
alcoves.
not interested.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm not interested. I would move over to the next orb unless somebody else wants to check one in.
Does anybody want,
We have
because it's
8.
going to be about 5 rounds before that goes away, does anybody want to check out that space and go through, or no?
I mean, no.
We can always do it again, I think.
Noel will do so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
if someone gets trapped, we can always bring them back.
Maybe.
I hope so. Yeah, all goes in.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move you to that part of the map.
Okay.
You, you appear there.
Oh. Do you see anything interesting?
You
around.
see
There's a little
a
time.
tome that rests in hushed silence. There are tall stained glass windows that dominate the eastern walls. That's what I was trying to explain in that last bit. That are
Yeah.
allowing a dim amount of light to fall onto two coffins that are sitting atop white marble slabs. The one against the north wall appears to have denotation that this is the King Toron von Toranya, and the one against the southern wall is marked as Queen Strafania von Toranya. The vaulted ceiling above you, as mentioned, has a beautifully been inlaid with a beautiful gold mosaic.
Okay. He's just gonna go back and
Touch the flame.
yeah. Very nice room, but not anything we're looking for. Then, guess toss in the. You know, he's curious about the blue.
Well, what I will say is it does look like that would have been a centerpiece of a crypt, though. I just want to make sure that you understand that.
Okay.
That may be something that's not getting picked up on. Someone was looking for a crypt, and you found one. It's just not the one.
I mean, yeah, I think it's a good idea to see where all of them might go to.
Yeah, so if you go through each, I'll just do them sequentially. So long as you don't put the same one in twice, there won't be any problems. The red one seems to denote a location that does not appear to be very familiar to you. It looks as though it is some sort of like study or library. There's a blazing hearth fire that fills the room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes, leather covers, well oiled and preserved. It very much looks like a library. You would also see that there is a massive, beautifully rendered portrait that appears to be a portrait of Golthias's bride, Kolyan.
Do you say Koyan?
The name of the bride, as modified, because I think it's Arena Kolyan is the name of Strahd's bride, but I named her just Kolyan instead of Kolyana. I think it was still Irina. I don't remember. The dead lady that he keeps on trying to find women that look like. You know, that one.
You know, serial killer behavior.
Exactly.
That doesn't have to be the case. Maybe some people just have a type, okay? Chill.
Nah, serial killer.
Yeah, and their type
serial
is
killer behavior.
people that are easy to kill that look like their past lovers.
Look, okay, stop calling me out.
That's called an MO, not a type.
That's called an MO.
Modem operandi.
Like, give me more of them blonde girls, hell yeah! Oh, sorry.
Them blonde girls that look eerily like my dead wife.
Right. Exactly what I'm looking for. I don't have a dead wife, though, so...
yeah, I mean, we could help with that, but...
No, you can't, because I'm
no,
Oh, ma'am!
That was dark.
Anyways.
Oh, dude, don't do that.
What are we doing? All the places. So that's the study. Then the orange one appears to show a peak on at the top of the stairs, an end of a dark and dreary room with manacles attached to the walls. In the middle of the room is a wooden framed bed, flitted with leather restraints. At the foot of the bed rests a closed iron chest. It looks like there's a lid sculpted with an emblem. A wooden ladder leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling, it appears. Thin streams of water drip from the trapdoor's rotting wood, forming a puddle around the base of the ladder. This also does not look like a place of interest, although the treasure chest could potentially be something of interest.
Treasure chest.
I think we should look because
Somebody run in and look at it.
Bro,
We
get in
wrote-
there.
orange to the castle's peak, which makes me think maybe there's some gargoyles upstairs.
Yeah, but you're looking for a crypt with 2 gargoyles near it, not a...
Oh.
Yeah, the only thing that you've got that's listed as being high up is going to be
The
the
mountain
man
spire.
himself.
Oh yeah.
And which gem was this again? Sorry.
This is orange.
Orange, okay.
Does anybody pass through?
Oh, we gotta get that.
Do you want me to?
And the rogue.
Send in the rogue. Send in the rogue.
As I'm not hearing any action, I'm going to go ahead
Yeah.
and say that the sands finish and no one passes through.
No,
I said I was
No.
coming.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
he said-
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
I
touch the
said
flame and you go
turn
through.
around and take a-
Since there was a bit of a delay to it, though, I'm going to say that it's probably about 3 rounds remaining. So you rush over to the treasure chest, and before
Yeah.
you get to it, the rug near
Eats
to it
me?
will attempt to smother you. Correct. Hold on a
Oh
second.
my. The rug was pulled
Yep,
under
mug
us.
mimic.
Killer rugs.
Mug mimic. It's a mug
Honey.
mimic. Yeah, rug
This
mimic.
is located on multiple maps. This is going to get interesting. Bear with me here.
Where are you?
Northern Tower Peak. Got it. Cool. So then, Magpie. There you are. Sorry, folks. What time is it? My cat's... Okay, I see. It's not a bad place to end, actually. But, hold on. So, Magpie, you are going to be here. Do you see?
Yeah.
I gotta move myself to it too, so that people at home can see also. Cool. Alright, snap ping. And rug. Okay. So rug. No. Rug. I need you to get slammed. Okay, so the first attack, the attempt, will miss. On an initiative tracker, I'm going to say that it's just me and you, unless other people are going to storm through and try to fight on. But as you kind of get smothered, what would be your next action? What are you doing on your turn, Magpie? Do you wish to touch the flame on your turn, fight the rug, or try and go for the treasure chest even though you don't know how much time you have remaining?
Touch the flame.
Okay. Whoosh, sit back. Okay.
Look at that.
More than
The
fair.
rug tried to eat me.
Alright. Moving us
Don't you
over
just hate
to
that?
there. And we're back on the same map. Okay. So, after a fashion, the flame runs out and it will restore the stone to where it was. What would you like to do next?
put another one.
You do want to try that one again and see if you can't, like, maybe prepare an attack on it, or do you want to go to the next one? Your call.
Another one.
We could come around to it.
Okay.
Purple.
Which one do you throw in next?
Blue. Blue. Up. Yeah.
Blue to ancient magic's womb.
Uh-huh.
That one sounds
You
interesting.
see a very familiar, massive statue in a grand hall with amber all over the walls. It appears that this teleports to the grand hall of the Amber Temple.
Yeah, let's go there.
Oh. Yeah, let's go there.
Zuleika doesn't have any dark gifts. Let's get.
Yeah. Wait a second.
But,
There's.
but that will take too much time.
Martha!
No. You need to get caught up.
Finally leave! I'm back in the fucking building!
I don't want to go back there.
Oh.
Literally genuine Aveline react. I'm back in the fucking building!
Aveline coded.
Those choices are not my choices.
Another one.
Okay, so then we've got Indigo. This will show that you are in the dining room of the Abbey of Saint Markov, where you met with the abbot.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oops.
That's
That's probably bad.
You'd probably see like a vision of Gwenbalia in this space. She'd probably be near to here, feeding the. Again, I hate the name of these things, but the mongrel folk, feeding them and taking care of them.
Like, hey, what up?
Yeah, we just go out there and say, "What's up?" Then peace out.
Well,
Like,
again, the flame ignites. You don't know what the
that?
vision of the other people would see. It doesn't look like they're reacting to it, though.
Yeah, but if you like jump through, we could just say, "What's up?"
Half of
Just
us
out.
also look nothing like we did before.
Do you wish
Yeah,
to
right.
scare her shitless and then run away, or are you trying to like vie her for help? Again, bringing
We
Oh.
are bad.
Marry
We
her.
are bad people. We are bad
effectively
people.
bringing the thing Gulthias wants most in
Yeah.
this domain to him. Do you wish to do that?
No.
No,
Okay,
we're not
cool.
gonna.
If you throw the last one in, it is a vision of the green flame gate of Solen Pass. So,
Wait, if
the-
this is in his castle, like, why doesn't he just do that himself?
because he doesn't know she's there.
No, yeah.
He's under the
Damn,
impression that
weird.
a very crazy priest who serves him and is trying to make a wife for him is still working at it and has not talked to him in a while.
That's really
You
funny.
killed him.
Yeah.
But if we bring him a wife, do you think he'd just stop?
No.
Probably not.
No.
I mean, I have a wife and I keep
No.
running these games, so I keep. So what I'll say here is an endpoint. You finish these. The only one that looks like it would be close to what you're looking
crypt?
for would be the Royal Crypt that you saw. If you wish to engage in that, you can.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll go ahead and move everybody
to get their
over.
sword.
Over to that, real quick. Hold on a second here.
That could be it. That sounds promising.
Whoosh. So you would all appear
Well, what do we
here. And inside of the Royal Crypt, I'm just going to read it one more time, just so we have it. And then, goddamn, so many fucking maps to look through on my side. I will reply again to tell you what you're looking at here. This tome rests in hushed silence. Tall stained glass windows dominate the eastern walls, allowing dim light to fall on two coffins resting atop white marble slabs. The one on the left or the north wall is marked King Toran von Toranor, and the one against the south wall is marked Queen Strafania van Torania. The vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead is inlaid with a beautiful gold mosaic. The scene is as set, and that is where we'll end the session for tonight. Thanks for watching those that did. Also, if you look back the south or the west way, you'll see that there are a bunch of crypts. Like, there are a bunch of crypts. You can see those, right? Okay,
Yeah.
there are a bunch of crypts. There's so many crypts. Thanks for watching those that did. We will see you next week. Baby Cat just jumped on the scene. Oh, can we get just a little bit of Baby Cat?
There you go, baby!
Yay!
Alright, thanks for watching.